That is the theme music to This Is Your Life. Today we're going to do an in-depth analysis of Ryan Conley. This is his life. Recently it has come to light that he is living in Bali. He's asked someone for a loan of $1,000. They have declined. They haven't given him $1,000. He said, how unbelievable. He's just waiting for his money to come through from his new venture, BitHarvest. But unfortunately, if you haven't been following the stories of BitHarvest, you may not be aware that the state of California thought it would be a good idea, because they had nothing better to do with their time, was to put out a cease and desist order, alleging that if anybody was caught promoting this Ponzi scheme, they would be in just as much trouble as the creators or the people behind it. Does that not alarm you? That would alarm me. In today's video, we're going to do an in-depth analysis and the life story of Ryan Conley. At the moment, he's currently in Bali, as I mentioned. I just need to press live on a couple of things here I haven't got done. And we are now live on Instagram, which is great. So welcome to all those Instagram people. We have got a show of a lifetime. We've also got the chat room open and people can put up their 2 cents worth. And we've already got Troy from Australia. Good vibes. And for some reason that didn't do what it's meant to do, but that's okay. We'll go into another screen. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into a web browser and I'm going to give you a little bit of a background of Roy. Now, Roy actually has, if I go into another quick Windows session here, this is my browsers and this is my YouTube. And here I've actually listed all the YouTube channels that Ryan has actually had since 2016. Good morning, Admiral. That's me. Hello, Susie. Oh my goodness, look what's happened. Susie's got a big scrolling thing going on up there. That's a bit of a laugh. I might just see if I can fix that because that's going to annoy the hell out of me. She's certainly come in with big... Let's see if we can save that. Oh my goodness, now look what's happened. It's all turned to gobbledygoo. System, we have a problem. Let's just remove that and put that back and see what happens this time. Hey, something's not going right. Look at that. You've got question marks, special characters. Don't know what's going wrong there. I'll just add this one. Oh, systems are failing all over the place. That's a bit of a laugh. So I might just forget about those scrolly boxes. But hello, Trey. So this is actually Ryan Conley YouTube channels, and you can see that he's got a whole array of them. We've also found some other articles on him. I haven't done a deep dive, but the reason I'm doing this is I actually wanted to go through some of his YouTube channels and some of the things he's promoting. Now, I'm entrepreneurial, and recently I've just been invited to a global crime convention with 150 different delegates around the world. And they are all crime convention organizations. And I've been invited to go, which is lovely. Now, I'm really passionate about exposing anyone that is running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. So Ryan rang me up one day. This is a bit of a story. You might need a different screen for this. Ryan rang me up one day and he said to me, I think you're a hero, Danny. I reckon I can get you an interview with CoffeeZilla. And I said, yeah, that'd be great. And the very next day, I found an article of his in Behind MLM. And Behind MLM is where they feature people that do pretty much the same as I do, but I do mine on YouTube. They have a blog, and they basically go after any Ponzi scheme or scam that's multi-level marketing. And over my time, I've realized that it's really all about me going after people that are promoting multi-level marketing. And I'll say it, and I'll be absolutely extremely clear. I don't care what you do with your money. I have rat's ass, don't care. Go burn it if you choose to. That's fine with me. But do not encourage people who know nothing about crypto and use crypto jargon and terminology that bamboozles people that they don't know the arse end of a computer, and then encourage them to invest in an opportunity where that you will receive a commission for doing so. And that is really what I'm a crusader for. Now, I've gone after scams for over 3 years, and I've had the privilege of being on the tail of people like Keith Williams, Kalpesh Patel, and you may not even know who they are. Well, Keith Williams died on the 19th of April, I believe, and he died of stage 4 cancer. So karma caught up with him. Kalpesh Patel, well, he's living in Dubai. Rumoured $87 million he made from one Ponzi scheme. Sam Lee, Ryan Jew, and an organisation I believe called Crypto Tech actually started up what believed Hyperverse, which started as Hyperfund. Actually, it started as Hypertech Group, and then it changed to Hyperfund, Hyperverse, Hypernation, Hypercosmos, Hyperplanet, Diversal, and then all these other scams like Hyper One. Then you had Stable Deo, and then you had VideoLook 1, 2, 3, and then Vend. The end of VideoLook 1, 2, and 3 was called End, get it? And then we had VAV. We've had just numerous scam after scam. They've all come out of one building. So anytime we see anyone promoting those, we put them into a database. And this database is now accessed by 2 government organisations that full-time job is fighting and stopping scams, just like us. But they have to follow all the privacy rules. So we give them full access to our database. So now the Avengers and myself have a purpose. And we gather information about these people who are gaslighting people into these opportunities all day long. So when I saw Ryan, I don't know why I call him Roy for it, Ryan Conley promoting and reaching out to me, sort of made me more interested. And just recently, thanks to some heroic person, I thank you very much. I look very smart today. I'm dressed up like this is your life. This is your life, Ryan Colony. And I even had the music there for a wee while, which I don't think I can play because it's probably going to give me a copyright strike. This is your life. So I started following him, and people from my organization actually started providing us links to his history and the things he used to do. We do have a profile on him, and I will actually bring that up in a second. First of all, I will make sure that my Millernote program where we keep our database is looking pretty sharp. I'll just see where it lands. Yeah, that's cool. So this is what our database looks like. It may not look very threatening, but currently we've got 82 different boards and scams that we go after. And in here you can see we've got a file on BitHarvest. And in here I've got marketers. Now there's a lot more people that have been promoting BitHarvest, but people like Marcus and Jan Gregory seems to have dropped off the earth at the moment after alleged hernia operation in Kuala Lumpur. We had the Alberta security, but in here you can see, we've got images of Ryan, information. We've got condemning evidence, basically, of him being in the offices of BitHarvest with Jan Gregory. Jan Gregory's been fined $165,000 by the Alberta Security Commission, Canadian dollars, that is. And the like, and it just goes on. And also we have a list of Americans that we see promoting these Ponzi schemes or scams. And if we go back one more level, we can go back to the persons of interest, and we've broken them all into different countries and the like. And our database is now a valuable resource for governments who are trying to find information and video evidence of these guys providing their content. Now, being a YouTuber, it does limit the type of information I can play. I have to be careful that I do things in fair use, meaning I can't copy his video and upload it on my YouTube channel. I need to do a commentary. It just so happens I'm not too bad at doing commentaries over videos. Now, I'll give myself a disclaimer here. This video channel was created. If you click on the More button, it tells you that this channel was created in December the 12th, 2006. So we're talking 18 years ago that Ryan was, in this video. So I'm going to click on videos here, and I'm going to go to the very first video that Ryan produced and see what was the first thing that he ever, actually, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. But what we did do, which I should have really done first, is should have taken you to my website. Now, if you've got any information on Ryan, please do submit it via my Contact Us page on my website. To go to my website is dehek.com. It's not rocket science. As they say, it's Dehek science. But currently, you can read about me. I've been in the New York Times. I've been in all the local rags. And I'm about to be interviewed in 7 days' time by the biggest organization that I know of that has an online presence. And they claim that their video that they're going to put me in will have 1 million views. And that's very exciting. And I'll leave that to your imagination. Some of my Avengers know who I'm talking about already. But if you go to this article, and I'm going to put this article link in our chat room. And many thanks to the anonymous source for those articles, which is really cool. I'm just going to put this on there and see. Boy, I have a real problem with the scrolling stuff at the moment, so I don't know what that is all about. I'm just going to have a quick ditched effort in fixing my scrolly rollies. I'm just going to bring up the scrolly rollies and see if I can actually get the text. I think we need a. There we go. Save. Okay, we fixed the scrolly rolly problem. That's good. John Walsh, welcome to. Has been in more scams than I've got hot dinners. One of the OG scammers, originals. He is, and that's exactly why we're actually doing. So welcome to the YouTube channel. Do make sure you subscribe if you're new here. I want to pester you for the rest of your life. But this is my blog, and this is the video that you're watching right now. So you can literally press play here, and you can obviously see that I'm live, which is quite exciting. Now, I've given this to Ryan and asked him to read this. I've given him all the YouTube channels that we're about to look at. I've also given him links to his website, to where he was terminated by Healy for sexual harassment, TAG Army and Behind MLM, and TronCase and Behind MLM, and also, so we've got all these links that we're about to show you are in this blog. We also go through every Ponzi scheme and scam that he's been promoting since 2016. We're also talking about BitHarvest, and just to give you a heads up, we actually literally help these organizations with information before they do these. This is a decease and refrain order from the state of California, and it mentions Jan Gregory in here. And this is a 4-page article telling us that what Ryan is promoting is a scam, sorry. And in here, you can actually read this article and you can see that we've done a great impact. Also in the YouTube channel that you're watching right now, I've used up all 5,000 characters and put it in the description. But I want to build an online fingerprint of this guy, where he's been for the last 18 years online. And here, literally, you can see all the different scams that he's been promoting. And Isogenics, is that the one? My computer.
Isogenics.
I think it's Isogenics was the first one that we saw him promoting. And you can go through here. I mean, look at these. All these Ponzi schemes. Now, they all have one thing in common. And the one thing they have in common is they all have a multi-level marketing component to them. That none of these, they're in here. I've gone through and I've asked what's actually happened to some of these. Now, some of these systems may not have fallen over yet.
Is a multi-level marketing company that sells health and wellness products, including dietary supplements, weight loss shakes, and nutritional snacks. While it has a loyal customer base, Isogenics has faced criticism for its recruitment-focused compensation model.
So every single one of these opportunities that he promotes, they would not survive if they didn't have multi-level marketing and a strong emphasis on recruitment. Now, in here, I've got some video here that I'm about to play, was actually the one that got me intrigued enough to do this video you're watching. It's even got me intrigued enough to put a suit on. Now, I'm going to reach out to Ryan and see whether he wants to come on live, and I'm going to give him a link. But while this is playing, I'm going to send through that link to him.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Conley, and I have been suffering for nearly 20 years with an early onset dementia.
Now, I don't even believe that is true. I will be frank and I will pull that out because I believe he would have said that because he would have been promoting the products that he believes will benefit his illness. This is how low this guy will go.
That I have full documentation from the Amen Clinic. Another day, another dollar.
Hey everyone, hello, greetings from London. Hey, I've been wanting to shoot this video actually for quite some time now and talk to you about what it takes to be a cryptocurrency professional in the year 2017 moving into 2018. Now, there's a few key aspects that you're going to want to go ahead and keep in mind when you're doing this. So one of them is to be part of reputable companies.
Another day, another dollar. I use my wife as a lab. I want to throw a shout out to everyone that's interested in learning more about Buzz Tracker, where you actually get paid to share videos online, and that's more than what YouTube pays per view. And so, guys, we're actually completely changing the industry right now. So, anyways, guys, Nicole's up here. We're launching a gaming thing, a cryptocurrency thing right now. You can join for as little as $7. Can you give us a few minutes? I'll be right there. Is that cool? Okay, thanks, bud. Okay, so this thing, TronCase, I'm the manager for USA in this thing here. You're at the bottom of the pyramids that we love so much. MLM Global is interesting because there's a whole bunch of money coming into this. The way they have this Ponzi set up is it basically makes it impossible to shut it down. You're at the bottom of the pyramids that we love so much.
But here's the situation is I have not put my name on any cryptocurrency deals now for probably close to a year. New other than Carrot Bars, the gold-backed cryptocurrency. Here's what the deal is. There is
interesting because there's a whole bunch of money.
And this coin does over, I think it's 80,000 transactions per second. Yeah, which is, if you look at it, I believe MasterCard does something like 25,000 transactions per second. And so you look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, I have been looking for an opportunity.
Now, it sounds a bit poor on that one, but you're sort of getting the gist of what we're watching here at the moment. And this is somebody called Tap Gravity, and thank you very much. He's only got 81 subscribers. You will find the link to this video in the description of my blog if you want to go away and like his channel. It'd be great. I've just put a come join us on the show link in the chat box, and that's there not for anyone else other than Ryan. So you're more than welcome to pop on stage, Ryan, if you are watching this live right now. And I'd love to have your right of reply to some of the information that we're about to present on This Is Your Life. And just in case you missed it, let's do it just one more time. Let's see, and let's play some of that music. This is your life, right? Do you like that? I thought I did quite well. Right, so let's go back to that video, which I think was that one there, and let's carry on.
Need to launch a new cryptocurrency, but it had to have meaning. And
I thought I'd do a quick video real fast about monetization. And I know I keep bringing up this word over and over about, how big the monetization movement's going to be. But let's put it this way. With UTracker, you have the opportunity to go ahead, not only just monetize your people, but you have the opportunity to go ahead and monetize your videos, your music videos, all of the videos out there. Everyone, this is Ryan Conley, residual Bitcoin miner, coming to you with a quick update on Clubcoin and the launch of Clubcoin and what is happening come February 1st. There's some really important updates that you guys have to know about this right now, because if you haven't noticed yet, first of all, Clubcoin has been at the top traded of all alt currencies in our first week. The #1 traded current altcoin in all of the altcoin exchange trading on Bit.
And how did that pan out?
Trex. So that's something to pay attention to. We launched Clubcoin at 5 cents. It's now trading at about 20 cents. That is a 4 times increase right there to 20 cents, which is beautiful.
Now, the way that he said we launched, it would make you think that he was part of the company, but he's not. And some of the accusations that we're about to look at are quite strong. How somehow $50,000 went missing from Healy, and he was kicked out of the organization for sexual harassment. And not only that, they put all the screenshots of the conversation he was having with the person that obviously complained and managed to get him kicked out, even though this scam company was owed $50,000 by him. They still kicked him out, showed their loyalties.
Beautiful, and we really feel that Clubcoin is going to continue to go up just because of the infrastructure that we have in place. But here's something that you must be aware of. This is Ryan Conley, residual Bitcoin miner, and I'm coming to you guys today to talk about
if you look at this, I'm gonna do a little analogy here. Computers in Microsoft. Microsoft is to computers as BitClub Network is to Bitcoin. About this as the Microsoft Windows.
Now, it's interesting that he's going after Microsoft here, because recent days he's been going after Facebook, telling us that they don't know they don't understand Web3, and that they're going to recreate a Facebook. I don't know if you've heard about copyright, Ryan, but just saying they're going to recreate Facebook and put it onto a Web3 platform, because Facebook don't know how to transition from Web 2 to Web 3. I don't really understand it either, to be honest. But now he's talking about, this is historical videos you're watching here, but he went after Microsoft. So there's a bit of a pattern here to his strategies to get that multi-level marketing dollar from people. Wouldn't you agree? That's the way I see it.
Of the entire NFT space, of the blockchains in general, and the welcoming of the gig economy as we move into the metaverse. So you're at the bottom of the pyramids that we love so much.
So it is all pyramid marketing, and you can't say he's not aware of it. He would be the first person to probably put his hand up and say that multi-level marketing is a very powerful marketing tool. To me, it's a coward tool. Yes, coward. People who have these wonderful, too good to be true products or services, as they claim, can't go to the bank and get a loan, so they decide to do crowdfunding using multi-level marketing. And sometimes they don't care, well, every time they don't care about the people behind it who invested, because they're just using it to fund their project, hoping to get it off the ground.
Another day, another dollar.
Okay, and then also
Now, I don't know about you, but if I was going to do a presentation, I would wear a suit and tie rather than my bright pink shoes, my track pants that go just below my knees, and a, what do you call that? A hoodie type top with the Queen on it wearing a mask. Classy.
the next opportunity we're going to talk about that I'm really excited about.
Let's talk exclusive about this one for the video purposes.
Okay. So, with no further ado, what I want to do is share with you guys, or introduce you guys to, I just say he's the guru of FutureNet. Okay, here on the U.S., he's the guru, he's the man. He's actually going to be taking over this territory, and he's actually going to be flying out to Poland this weekend with the CEOs of FutureNet to talk.
Alrighty, so they mentioned FutureNet here. So did I have FutureNet on my list? FutureNet. There it is. There we go. So this is what FutureNet was all about.
FutureNet was a social media and networking platform that promised users income opportunities through ad revenue sharing and cryptocurrency investments. Operating with a multi-level marketing model, it encouraged users to recruit others to earn commissions, raising concerns over its legitimacy and sustainability as a potential Ponzi scheme.
Notice it said was. So that's another system there that fell over. So let's go back to see what he had to say. It'll only be a snippet.
Talk about how to expand it here in the U.S. So with no further ado, I want to introduce you to my guy Ryan, and you take it from there.
And the guy talking to him, I think I've seen him before. I'm sure other people have as too. So remember, we're not just playing videos here, kids. We're actually on a fact-finding mission. So if you have any information of anyone standing in these here, please give me their names and we'll put them in the database, and then the Avengers will go after them and find as much about them as we can, because this criminal network isn't as big as it seems. We're finding it's getting smaller every day. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle. When we first started doing the Avenger work, we didn't really have much of a picture of what was going on. But as you do when you're doing a jigsaw puzzle, you do all the straight bits first, you put all the color bits together. You may not have the box to go on. It's a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. Eventually, the overall picture becomes very clear. And that's where we're at the moment. These scam networks aren't as big as they actually look. And the syndicates aren't actually that complicated. What makes it confusing these days is they're in multiple countries with multiple laws. And there's an organization called J5. Now, J5 has authorization in Australia, UK, the Netherlands, Canada, and America. And if any of these criminals that we see in these videos are doing crimes in any one of those 5 countries, and it's going to affect their economy, then we can get action. Other than that, everyone hides behind their own country's set of laws or the states that they're in, which makes it very complicated. Just recently, when BitHarvest has had their computers seized, did you notice that the company said they were seized by Hong Kong officials and American authorities? So there's Hong Kong and America working together to take out their servers, which is fantastic news. So the state of Texas put out a 18-page warning about Trade Network. And since then, people like Mars Honda Henderson has removed all her videos, because people are now trying to hide. 60%, I think, of people that were involved with trade technologies were from America. So when this warning came out from Texas, people said, we just can't promote it in Texas. The other 49 states are all right. And then all of a sudden the company wrote out a letter basically saying it's moving to Hong Kong, which is a load of rubbish. And what else did they say that was interesting? They're not going to promote it in America anymore. And now we find that the state of Texas has authority US-wide to go after people that are promoting it, even though the warning has only come out in one state. And the other states will probably follow through. But hey, the company's been shut down within a week of this warning coming out. So we'll carry on listening to this for a bit more.
Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for coming this morning and meeting with me, us here all together. And this is really special because I've been involved in Fusion and now for over 11 months. I've made over $120,000 just getting us started.
So he just said he paid over $120,000 to help get this thing started. What a load of rubbish. Here he is now stuck in Bali begging people to pay him, give him $1,000 until his money comes through in BitHarvest, walking around the complex like he owns the joint when he's paying $80 a night to rent the place he's staying in. And he's skirting about his lifestyle, telling people that if they buy a bid booster, which is a wee USB device that you plug in front of a mining computer, that it's going to generate 10%. Well, they've got 10 of them that plug in front of a computer. It's going to generate mining income that's going to give people generational wealth. But so far, he hasn't made any money out of it. So he's asking someone to spot him some money before it happened because he hasn't received a paycheck yet. And since then, we've had that cease and desist order from the state of California. And Jan Gregory theoretically had a hernia operation a month ago, and we haven't seen him from day dot now. We haven't seen him for a month.
We're just passing 1 million members right now.
So 1 million members were part of this this scam that he's talking about here. Those numbers are always inflated. These guys aren't any different than the next guy. They just add up these large amounts of people that don't exist. It's just all bullshit lies. These guys are not just serial MLM promoters. They're compulsive, narcissistic liars who will make up any story to create hype to get you to buy something so they get a commission.
And what FutureNet is the world's first uncensored and encrypted social media network that pays the free user in Bitcoin or gold every 15 minutes, okay? So when you really think about another day, another dollar. Hey, this is Ryan Conley here, and I'm coming to you today to shoot a video on what to say to people and how to go ahead and get prospects to say yes to Janaz. Now, not to brag, guys, but I have put over...
Janaz. Do we have Janaz? Do we hear a word Janaz? Janaz. Say yes to Janaz. Is Janaz? Not sure. Revenue-based. Janaz. Buzz Trags. OneCoin. I can't see Janaz in there. Maybe it's one we missed, or maybe he's saying it differently than I can read. So these are all the Ponzi schemes and scams that we've got available. Let's carry on.
Over 100 personals into the system since I joined Janaz a few months ago. Hi, this is Ryan Conley from screwyourcellphonebill.com and
I joined SOV. I don't even know that one. I'm just going to write that down. SOVALIE. And I'm going to have a wee look at that on another computer while this plays and see whether I can get a little bit more info.
And I tell you, I've been watching Solave now for the course of about almost, we just actually hit the 1-year anniversary. This is the last day today where you can actually get in for $29 for your first month, and then it jumps up to $49 a month. That's for unlimited data. Another day, another dollar. I joined Solave, and I am Solave. I'm glad to be part of Solave. Another day, another dollar. You're at the bottom of the pyramids that we love so much. You know, moving into Web3, into the metaverse. And that's what we're doing, is we're turning people into NFTs going into the metaverse. We are the ones that completed the Microsoft patents. If you Google Bill Gates 666 patents, you'll see that they went ahead. I can see the documents on this also. They abandoned the patent in 2020. We completed the patent. There's a whole bunch of money coming into this. The way they have this Ponzi set up is it basically makes it impossible to shut it down.
Wow, I better stop that one. I've just been looking up these two other schemes. So that was the first video that we wanted to show you guys. And then we want to have a look at his website. So I'm just, I just had a wee look. All right, so the first ones that we didn't have in here. So if I go to Ryan and I go to my website and I go edit the post, I'm going to do these in real time because I want to keep in. So I haven't heard of this one, but this was the one that he said he just joined. So let's have a listen to this.
Salavity was a US-based social commerce network and mobile virtual network operator, MVNO, founded in 2012 by Ryan Wuch. The company offered contract-free mobile services through a partnership with T-Mobile US, utilizing a multi-level marketing model where customers earn commissions by referring others. Despite initial growth, Salavity filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2014 and ceased operations in December 2015 after T-Mobile terminated their agreement.
Alrighty, so I'm just updating the blog in real time. So that's one I hadn't heard of, and you can see what we're doing here. So I'm actually building up, hopefully, if I put another dot in here, we should be able to put another bold in there. So that's another scheme that we didn't know he was promoting. And then we just got one from Susie who gave us the spelling of, and this one here seems like it's a bit bigger than I want to actually have. But we'll read it, and then you'll get the idea. There's a pattern here. I'm going to put the whole lot in here for now. And then we'll press play. And let's have a listen to this one. Well, let's go. And I'm getting all these summaries from ChatGPT, but let's see what this one here says about this other scheme that he was part of.
Jeunesse Global is a US-based direct selling company founded in 2009 by Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis. The company specializes in youth enhancement products, including skincare and nutritional supplements, marketed under its Youth Enhancement System, YES. Operating in over 145 countries, Jeunesse has achieved significant milestones, such as reaching $8 billion in cumulative worldwide sales by January 2021. Business Wire. The company's growth has been recognized with more than 30 growth-related awards, including 5 consecutive years ranking on the Incorporated 5,000 fastest-growing companies in America and ranking among the top 20 companies on the Direct Selling News Global 100 list since 2016. Jeunesse Global. However, Jeunesse has faced scrutiny and legal challenges over its business practices, including allegations of operating a pyramid-like structure and issues related to its marketing claims.
Right, so you can see I've got that one in there. Now, there is a pattern here, isn't there? Pyramid-like structure, issues related to marketing claims. They've obviously managed to fight the fight. Now, I'm not saying these companies are scam, but I am saying that Ryan has a pattern here of promoting anything that has a multi-level marketing structure to it. This company means they're probably like Amway. People often say to us, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Amway's running a pyramid scheme as well. The next thing I want to look at is his website. Now, he thinks what he's doing at the moment is melting people's faces off. I've heard claims of this. Superhuman. So this is what he calls himself.
Ryan Riz Conley. Superhuman L reverse aging specialist L futurist L. Utopian capitalist.
Utopian capitalist. Futurist. Now, he's meant to have claimed he's changed his name to Dominic because he's having a few problems with his family recently. But he's still obviously got that name on there. Superhuman Ryze. Is it Ryze? Is that how we say it?
Riz.
I don't know. But anyway, if you go through here, you can see the man of the moment. Now, I have a bit of disclaimer. I'm not ditching the guy. I'm actually looking at the guy as kind of like somebody who's entrepreneurial, who really believes in something and has put his name out there. He hasn't hid who he is or what he's doing. And he's actually done, if he put his energies into something real, I'm sure he would be a far longer down the road. But it would be fair to say, in my opinion, that this guy has put his energies into the wrong thing. He believes the blockchain, Web3, is going to change the world, and he wants to be one of the grassroots people. But he's like me. He's on the bones of his ass. So he's hoping that people are going to snap him up, and he's going to be put on a pedestal and proven right for his fight to be a futurist. But the reality is, what carnage has he actually caused by what he's doing? How many people have listened to his investment strategies and actually lost money to what he's claiming is the next best thing? And that's where it really alarms me. Begin your superhuman journey today. So in here, he's got technology claims where flying people, flying cars, he wants to be an Elon Musk. And you got to give it to him. He's kind of out there. He's a futurist, but he's also a broke futurist, which we're going to watch some of these videos. So just some of the dirt that we've got on him at the moment. I mean, this was provided allegedly, as Rob would say, this isn't us saying this. This is an article which you'll find in the notes of my blog.
Ryan Conley, terminated by Healy for sexual harassment.
So that's what they said.
Ryan Conley, who has a long history of promoting MLM, has seemingly pushed his luck too far this time in his recent association with Healy and has been terminated for alleged sexual harassment of Healy staff and a reputed shortfall of $50,000 that Healy say they are owed. Helpfully, Ryan has shared his outrage about this termination with his long-suffering followers.
Yeah, long-suffering followers. So is it not $50? It just read that as $50. It's actually $50,000. And here's the comments. And these links, you can go and do your own investigation. But hey, what the heck? Let's read some of these and see what they say.
Healy's statement regarding the termination of Ryan Conley. Mr. Conley was recently terminated as a Healy member due to various violations of the rules of conduct and after several opportunities to bring his conduct into compliance. Mr. Conley has also been credibly accused of sexual harassment of Healy staff and fellow Healy members and clients. Healy has a zero-tolerance policy for sexual harassment, especially of the sort that Mr. Conley is accused of perpetrating. Healy respects the rights of victims of sexual harassment and as such will not publicly out victims of Mr. Conley in an effort to contradict Mr. Conley's continued misrepresentation of the circumstances surrounding the termination. Suffice to say, that a Google search of Ryan Conley MLM speaks for itself as to the character of Mr. Conley.
Ah, must do that.
Mr. Conley was previously terminated by Healy and reinstated pursuant to a reinstatement agreement signed by Mr. Conley in consultation with his counsel. In violation of that agreement, Mr. Conley has recently made public statements indicating that he is owed certain sums of money and disparaging Healy through other false statements. These statements are patently false. In fact, Mr. Conley currently owes Healy in excess of $50,000. Healy stands behind its leaders and sales force and its credibility and seeks always to protect the reputation of its members and the Healy brand.
Actions. Now, what have we got here? So we've got, I'll just read the last two paragraphs.
Actions to terminate Mr. Conley were not taken lightly. If you are being harassed by Mr. Conley on any platform, please report him to that platform. Let's hope that Healy follow through with its claims for the $50,000 owed, and that Healy staff report him for the alleged sexual harassment. It couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah, so we're in the process. Don't ask me how, and I'm not going to say, but we're in the process of actually being one of the privileged people that actually may get our hands on Ryan's criminal record, which would be quite interesting to read.
Ryan has shared this conversation between himself and Healy on his Facebook page. The conversation makes clear that Ryan was also cross-promoting products with his Healy customers and that the $50,000 allegedly owed to Healy is in fact a fine imposed on Ryan for not upholding his legal contract.
Wow, cross-promoting products. Now that's one thing a lot of these multi-level marketers, the contract states that you're not allowed to market multiple products to your own community or any community. It's in their terms and conditions. And that's what I think 99% of all multi-level marketers would be guilty of. To give you an example of this, there's Joseph Tran. I call him Tran. I believe he's a tranny as well. But anyway, it's a different story, different day. we believe that he was promoting Trade Technologies 3 days ago. And then they've had all their servers seized by Hong Kong and American organizations, going by their own statement that they released to their community. And straight away, we found him yesterday. I did a video, my last video, 2 videos before this one, on promoting Bitfoot, not Bigfoot, Bitfoot. And Bitfoot has pictures of Bigfoot, different story. But there was Joseph Tran promoting these platforms straight away to the same community. Now, the technology that this company is going to release was fantastic, and it sounds very exciting, even for me to get involved. However, they're going to have a pre-sale in 2 days' time, and that is the scam. They're alleging that you can buy these tokens that are going to be released on the market, I think, at 14 cents each, and if you participate in the pre-sale, you can buy them for 7 cents each. Now, last year, Stephen McCullough, a guy that owned Luna One, he ran a pre-sale, and he told people that they were going to release this token at $25 each. But if you participated in the pre-sale, you could purchase these tokens for $15 each. On launch day, they decided that it would be better for the community to launch these tokens at $5 each. Within 24 hours, their token was worth $1. So everyone lost their money. Then they reached out to me, and I had $1 million worth of complaints come in from about 40 people over about a 6-week period. I stuck my neck out for the people who lost their money, and then he came after me. He filed me in the New Zealand High Court for a $3.8 million defamation case. I had to spend $36,000 defending myself against this American scammer. An hour and a half before the High Court judge actually opened up the documents, they filed a discontinuance. 2 months later, the judge read through the file and wrote an appalling letter to Stephen McCullough, stating what an animal he was, and he was ordered to pay my fees, which never has happened. This is a normal thing. These guys will promote it to their communities. They don't care about the project. They will just keep promoting it. We're in the process of showing you Ryan's history as a multi-level marketer. Every single project, excuse me if I'm wrong, has fallen over and never, ever eventuated as he said. How much money has he made? Well, doesn't sound like a hell of a lot, to be honest, because he's broke. He can't even pay his rent at the moment. But here's the correspondence that you can see from between Healy and Ryan in this claim. And as I said, the link to this is actually in the blog article on dehek.com, and you can do your own reading of it. You can even watch this very video within my blog, and I'm not going to read through this, but what I am actually doing right now is actually screen recording. In case this article that we're looking at disappears one day, I am currently streaming on 8 different platforms, and we will be building a file that shows the correspondence that you're looking at the moment that will be there for hopefully ever. And that's why we document as we go. There is now an outstanding $50,000 penalty and a $20,000 USD e-wallet. That means you would let go the $30,000 USD penalty payment. And then he goes, I do not agree to this. So I want to apologize to Steve Docks for making the comment about his manhood out of frustration in my wrongful termination from Healy. So everyone's a victim. And I was on live this morning, I was talking about Mars Honda Henderson, who has said because I gave out her home address, that I were going to send people around there to do harm to her. She has tried to make out she is a victim. I told people to go around to her house if they want their money returned. These people that promote these multi-level marketing opportunities need to be made accountable. I'm more of a vigilante than I am an activist against these people, and I will stick my neck out even if it jeopardizes my safety to show you that these guys are scammers. So that was an accusation not by me, but by another crowd. Now, this website is Oz. Now, a lot of people don't like Oz because Oz continuously publishes information about Ponzi schemes and scams, and he calls everything a scam. Well, of course he does, because that's what he's doing. he's got a website where he writes articles about every opportunity that comes out that he gets tipped off about. He will write an article about it. The reason he does this is because there's so many scams out there. You need to do the basics. And every single scam that I've read on here, I'm fully endorse everything he says. If you can support Oz behind MLM, if you can, for $10 a month, you can help support him. He's been doing this since I don't even know. I think way back 2010, I remember seeing articles come out. This was the first article that I ever read about Ryan. And Ryan was giving him the birds up. Ryan was part of TAG Coin. And I asked him about this because, first of all, he rang me, told me that he could get me an interview with CoffeeZilla, and he told me that he was friends with Stephen, CoffeeZilla. And eventually I did talk to CoffeeZilla because it was at the time when I was going through my lawsuit. And I thought, well, this guy's well connected. But the very next day, so this was exactly right, January the 17th was when Ryan rang me, and this article was published on the 18th of January. So what happened to TAG Coin? TAG Coin, TAG Coin, TAG Coin, TAG Coin, Dash Coin, Live, One Coin, oh my God, TAG Coin. Did we not get TAG Coin? I think we did have TAG. Tag. Where's TAG Coin? It's in here somewhere. Oh my goodness, did I not put TAG Coin in our list of things? So let's go back to talking. TAG Coin, TAG Army. Are you kidding? Did I not put TAG Army in here? Where are we? TAG Army. I didn't. Unbelievable. So I haven't actually got an explanation about TAG Army, so I might add that. Who is TAG Army? It just goes on and on and on. And I'm going to read about TAG Army and what that TAG Army was. Right, TAG Army. Here we go.
TAG Army is a cryptocurrency initiative founded by Ryan Conley, also known as Ryze, in late 2021.
I didn't know that.
The project is associated with TAG Protocol and its native cryptocurrency, TAG Coin. TAG Army operates as a collective investment pool, enabling participants to purchase non-fungible tokens, NFTs, linked to social media hashtags. The concept involves generating TAG Coin based on the usage of these hashtags across social platforms, with the intent to reward users for social media interactions. However, TAG Army has faced criticism and scrutiny, with some labeling it a shitcoin project and expressing concerns about its legitimacy and sustainability.
Well, how about that? So that's so I should have known that one. I'm just going to paste that somewhere where I can grab it again. 1 second, please, caller. I want to update this as we go, because that's what we do. I'm very entrepreneurial, even if I say so myself. But the honest truth is, I believe if you can do a job in 2 minutes, you do it straight away, and that's how I get how productive I am. So TAG Army was that, and that. Whoops, not that one. That one. And oh my goodness, I'm all over the place with the mouse today. Let's go there. And that's another one. And I'll put a full stop at the end of that. We may have mentioned that one. Thank you very much for your support there. I'm going to put your, we did, I know you mentioned it, but I did mention it, but we didn't get what am I trying to say? We didn't get what am I trying to say? We didn't get a wee summary of it. Because what I'm trying to do, if we go back into the article here, that should be loading now, is I'm actually trying to, so here I've got listed all the main ones, and then in here we mentioned TAG a coin, but we didn't get a chance to actually write it there. So now we have another one listed in here. So let's see how many Ponzi schemes and scams one person can actually do. But as I was saying, this article on Behind MLM, this is the day after I met him. I don't know who his girlfriend is at the time or was. I don't know if that's his partner, his wife. I know he's got children. But, we've got, there's BitClub Network, the DOJ arrested Bitcoin Club network owner, a $720 million scheme. Listen to that. So this is the schemes that he's been promoting.
The Dodge arrested BitClub Network's owners in 2019, confirming it was a $722 million Ponzi scheme.
Right, and then look at the other ones that we've got here as well.
The last Ponzi run behind MLM tracked Conley in was TronCase Today Conley is promoting the various TAG schemes, alongside Hyperverse, and who knows what else. The MLM side of TAG Army will see Conley pay 10% on funds invested by personally recruited affiliates, Level 1. Level 2, affiliates recruited by personally recruited affiliates, also pays 10%.
Well, and look, here's Ryze actually writing to Oz. So this is his attitude. Let's just listen to this response. I'm sure this will be classic, but this is the type of person Ryze is.
This response has the intent to clarify and share full information so your article can be more accurate as well as more fair with the truth. My involvement with crypto for the past 10 years has been as a leader, not a creator of these network marketing companies you mention. As you may notice, even when they have fallen apart.
So I don't know. Mars Honda was claiming that she was a leader. What is it with these leaders? So if you're a leader, can you promote a Ponzi scheme or a scam to somebody? Is that your job?
As you may notice, even when they have fallen apart, I was there through the whole process for my team. I never ran away, and that's because from my side I always had the best intentions, and if they collapsed, it wasn't because of me. I am a believer that it is important to have freedom of speech, and that's why I appreciate you as a writer, and let's make sure that we share complete informations. I always have been an open person to talk and clarify things with every single person, so please feel free to contact me as well as get more educated about TAG Protocol.
So here we are. Listen to that. If they collapse, it wasn't because of me. Do you have a sense of social responsibility when you sit there in Zoom meetings or go to seminars and stand up in front of audiences telling them that this is the best thing since sliced cheese, and then you can wash your hands and walk away from it when it all falls over, says, well, I weren't the company behind it. And then when we ask who is the company behind it, like we did see one this morning, we asked who was behind Bitfoot. If you go to foot.com, you'll find an organization that claims they have 140 programmers who have been in the blockchain industry for the last 10 years that are based in Prague, but they don't want to tell the name of the company that's behind it all because they want to remain decentralized. And they want to be a decentralized autonomous organization where it's owned by the members. So then how stupid are companies like the state of Wyoming that allow people to create these DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, which are controlled by the people and smart contracts? We got told by GetFit Mining, Lynette, their token was on the market at $102. I don't even know what it is. I have to stop and have a look. But last time we looked yesterday, their token had dropped down from 19 cents right down to $13. And she was claiming this will help stabilize her token. So we just have to go to DS. So I started tracking this about 10 or 11 days ago. Now, this is a decentralized autonomous network that claims that they don't have to do anything and it's out of their control. And Lynette said that she sits there and watches the smart contracts and does that part of her job. I don't know why she has to watch smart contracts. So we're back up to $19.63. It has actually gone up over the last 4 hours. And you can see now, I believe that this is bullshit. I believe that they will be pumping money into this, trying to get it to stabilize because their token is worth nothing. But what I'm getting at here, guys, is these guys must have a sense of social responsibility or consequences for their action. How can you sit here and tell somebody that this is the best opportunity in the world to invest in this token that's going to be released at $102 and then it drops down to $19 within days? And it will probably be at zero in a couple of weeks is my bet, but it's not right.
In my journey, I have fought to help change the system because I don't like or believe in the system we have right now. Every year the technology gets more advanced and integrated with financial freedom knocking on the door. I, like millions of people, want to be part of this revolution taking place. I want to leave my reflection and encourage future articles to be more accurate and fair with my journey. I do not benefit when companies have fell apart. I also get hurt when these things happen.
Well, I also get hurt when these things happen. Well, yes, and I do believe he's trying to generate himself a passive income. But for those who don't know, I was brought up in a religious cult. And I was told that the righteous were going to inherit the earth. And all the people that weren't Jehovah's Witnesses would be destroyed at Armageddon. And it would take 1,000 years for us to clean up all the bodies and the dead bones and get the world back into a paradise state. That's what I was told. So I stayed faithful to that religion out of fear that God was going to destroy me at Armageddon. And then they kept selling me this paradise earth where I was going to live forever. This hope of passive income. Get off your fucking ass and get a real job. Yes, I'm entrepreneurial. I sell products. I sell products that I get from AliExpress. And I sell them to people in New Zealand. I don't make a hell of a lot of money. In fact, I don't make quite enough money as I would like. But I'm still using online technology. I have 5 dropshipping websites. I add products into them on a daily basis. I correspond with customers as best I can. And that's how I make my living. I also do a little bit of web hosting for people. And I also sell my services. I'm an entrepreneur online. I've been doing this for 30 years. I started my life off as a painter and a decorator. I'm dyslexic. I literally do not have a reading level of a 9-year-old. I can't pronounce half the people's names I know. I can't write down. I can't use the written word. ChatGPT has saved my life. Voice, text to speech has changed my life. But don't sit here thinking that you can sell someone else's product that you know nothing about, that has no substance, no background, and then wash your hands with it when it all falls over. And that's what this guy is doing. And he needs to be stopped. And if I had my way, he should have been stopped years ago.
I never give up though, because I believe that sooner or later we are all going to experience a breakthrough with this evolving technology that frees the people from the failed fiat money systems. Global E. I am passionate about TAG Protocol because I see a massive NFT bubble taking place with pictures that are backed by nothing other than hype. TAG brings 100% transparency, and our NFTs are backed by data, which I see will help us focus on the full potential of where the NFT space is headed.
Well, I can tell you where the NFT space is headed, down the toilet. I don't believe NFTs will ever have any money. I've got NFTs. I bought Marvel comic NFTs. I stayed up to 3 o'clock in the morning because I could buy them for $7. And when you buy one, you get told in a couple of hours what one you got. If you got a limited edition one, it was worth $1,000. Oh my God, I've made $1,000. But I could never get my money off the platform because they hadn't created a bridge yet. And that's with Marvel Studios. NFTs are only worth as much as somebody will pay for them. So I kind of agree with some of that. But, you know, like he said there, never give up. I believe that sooner or later, all is going to experience a breakthrough with evolving technology. And I kind of get that to be his passion. But I don't see why you need to recruit this. Now, make my living. I'm passionate about my YouTube channel. I'm passionate about justice. I'm passionate about name and shaming people. But it doesn't make me money. So I have to do a real job in the meantime. And it means that I spend 70 to 80 hours a week on my YouTube channel. But the reality is I probably spend maybe 6 or 7 hours on my dropshipping business. All things are possible. Don't get your passion mixed up with your day job. And if you're lucky enough to walk around with a camera and show off to people that you're living in some flash place in Bali when you can't afford to pay the rent, not a good idea, Ryan.
I have been working on creating Tag Army to assist those that are less fortunate who cannot afford the price of a full NFT.
Bullshit.
Tag Army is a pool set up so people can come together as a collective and purchase NFTs rather than just as an individual. I see no harm in this, and I believe in what we're doing. Tech will continue to evolve, and I am passionate about TAG Protocol because it is a blockchain agnostic, open source DAO which will allow us to evolve with the future evolution of blockchain.
Well. You can believe whatever you like. If you've got no proof, it's no substance.
Perhaps you can look further into what TAG Protocol is all about so you'll possibly feel the same way that I do about the NFT space and see the importance of this amazing technology so we can do our best united as we move forward into the future of the upcoming metaverse. Great things take experience and time to be developed. I have been part of lots of attempts as a participant like many others, and I have learned a lot through all of these experiences. I will keep doing my best on sharing technologies that have big potential. My intention has always been for the best for everyone involved in these projects. Hopefully we now have the proper vehicle that will last to build a community to uplift humanity.
Brilliant. All right, I've got to read Oz's replies. I didn't see those there. As I said, I'm doing a lot of this on the fly. So let's have a look here and let's read these ones, eh? What am I doing wrong here?
I hope it's a sick, delicious irony.
All right, here we go.
My involvement with crypto for the past 10 years has been as a leader, not a creator of these network marketing companies you mention.
All right, I'm not going to read all the green. I'm just going to read the white.
And promoting and profiting off Ponzi schemes is just as illegal. It's all securities fraud.
That's right, and that's what it is, and you can't deny that, even if you don't like Oz. And I do like Oz. I'm just saying, a lot of people say, "Oh, you can't believe anything you read." Well, you can because it's a law.
And that doesn't legitimize you joining Ponzi after Ponzi, stealing money and then funneling your team into the next Ponzi.
Here we go.
No, it was because of math, Ryan. Ponzi schemes inevitably collapse because of math. JFC, own your thievery, son.
Yeah, so this one here is quite a big reply, but I think after going this far, we didn't come this far to only come this far. So TAG brings 100% transparency, and our NFTs are backed by our data. Now, where are NFTs stored? You're going to say blockchain, are you? Well, they're not. They're stored on computers. The blockchain gives you the address of where they are stored. Just thought I'd put that in there.
Makes you buy a hashtag within a closed ecosystem and get a worthless shitcoin based on how many times that hashtag is mentioned on social media. Like any shitcoin, you're counting on speculation to pump your shitcoin so you can cash out. There's no data backing up TAG Protocol, because unless you're a corporation being talked about, hashtags on social media are worthless. This is just a pointless game grown-ass men pretend to give a crap about because money. You want to steal money from people who invest in TAG after you. That's all this is. That's all it's ever been. That's all this is. That's all it's ever been.
Sorry.
The only people making money here are the scammers behind TAG. Selling dubious is the closed ecosystem rights to data they don't actually own. The mention of hashtags on social media.
It's crazy. It is.
That is, you're lowering the cost of entry into your shitcoin scam because recruitment at full price has collapsed.
That's right.
I know what it is. And every time I have to dig into one of these stupid crypto bro schemes because of behind MLM, I'm left all the dumber for it. Buying shitcoin hashtags and hoping number goes up so you can cash out, uplifting humanity. The wank is strong with this one.
Yeah, so that was the first article I read about Ryan. The second article was another article about TronCase that he was promoting. I'm not going to go into that one, but I think you get the idea that behind MLM has had a good go of Ryan. But I will flip through here in case one day I need to have a look through this. And you can see numerous videos of Ryan recruiting people into the Ponzi reboot. You know, Ryan, Conley, and friends start withdrawing. Sorry for your loss. You know, this is the pump and dump that these guys doing. And he's always alleged he's with beautiful woman. We must have a look at his must have a look at his Instagram as well. Actually, I think we'll get a lot of that information. So that's that. I did get a bit of a giggle when I saw his LinkedIn profile, which is still, I don't know if he's been active. If you ever are looking at LinkedIn, I actually have a free course you can do. Actually, it's not free. You need to be a member of my YouTube channel. But I used to sell it for $100 a course, and you're more than welcome. Hey, Lisa Jane, nice to see you here. Just put your wee message on the top there. And this is actually where I actually got his statement on who he thinks he is. This is who he claims he is, not my words.
Ryan Ryze Conley considers himself a utopian capitalist and futurist who focuses on new technologies. These technologies will have a positive impact on humanity. He has been involved in blockchain technology since Bitcoin was $200 and helped launch many cryptocurrency projects for over a decade. His longtime passion has been to unite social media with blockchain to create the best global communication system. He plans to make these new technologies accessible to the public via this communication system. Ryan also specialized in data utility-backed NFTs for 2 years, developing an efficient way to incorporate them into global communication. With this development, he was also able to strengthen the blockchain system associated with it. In 2023, he became associated with the world's first pure graphene battery, which inspired him to assist with the transition of toxic lithium batteries to a non-chemical solution. His vision with graphene technology is to help accelerate the adoption of human flying cars, enhance solar systems, the development of EV electrical vehicles. He is a father of 2 daughters and resides in the Pacific Northwest. Loves nature, travel, meditation, and personal development.
Yeah, so that graphene battery that he was talking about was quite alarming at the time because I didn't know anything about it myself, and it was meant to be a battery that is going to replace the traditional, whatever we call it, I've got lithium batteries, and this was the PDF, and he rang me up telling me this is the next thing to invest in. So then I just did a search on the battery and the technology, and then I realized it's covered with scams. It's everywhere. But this was the graphite battery PDF. This was the factories that they've got and the research they've got theoretically. No chemicals, no risk, no fires, no shipping restrictions, no toxic waste. Charge the battery from empty to full in 5 minutes. Normal, a car up to 600 miles, so 1,000, and it can power everything in the world. And it can be powered by solar power. Everything you ever want out of a battery, here it is. The life cycle, there's the battery, they're lightweight. All the military around the world are going to use these, and you can go to this and read all about it. And this is what he was peddling to me. So when he rang me up about a month ago, I said, "Oh, how's those batteries going?" Well, he goes, "What? What?" And it's like they don't know about it. So it just goes on and on and on. But that was his LinkedIn profile. And if you go to LinkedIn and click on activity, you can see that 6 days ago, he posted something or reacted on something. So that's how you see if any people. So just a word on advice here. If you were, how do I say, I'm just going to do something a bit funny, really. I'm going to get the article, the link to the video that we're doing right now. So what I'm getting at is if you, I'm just going to post this here. So he's been here 6 days ago, and if you are ever researching, I'm actually going to do a bit better than that. I think I can do better than that. If you are researching, actually, what I need to do is I need to actually go to the blog, and I need to share that. So where we're going back to LinkedIn, instead of doing that one, we will do this one, and that should pick up. It didn't actually. I'll take it back. It's a bit of a pain. Let's see if that works. So what I'm getting at, that's better. And I'll just go grab the start of this blog. And the blog is, this is your life. And with a bit of luck, yeah, so what I'm getting at is if you're ever researching any scammer and you want to find out whether they're real, sometimes, let's say somebody took over Ryan's LinkedIn account. What I normally do to find out whether they're proactive or not is I go to the activity. And here it says 6 days ago, Ryan actually was on his LinkedIn profile. And that means that he's active. But often you'll find these scammers don't exist. That doesn't work. Not much fun here. So now I'm going to comment. And if he is alive, he can come join us. And I'm going to actually hit reply. Come join me live, Ryan, and then that's the live, the access to this meeting that we're in right now. But in saying that, he's active on LinkedIn, which is quite neat. So that's the LinkedIn side. So we'll close that down now. So go check that out. Remember, the links are in the blog that I've done. And we're going to leave this site. Leaving. Good one. That was the music to This Is Your Life, which is fantastic. We won't need that anymore. We're now going to have a look at these 6 different YouTube channels. We're not going to go through all of them. We've already shown you the Ryan information. We're still going to edit the website if we find any information. His best mate there, Jan Gregory, who he seems to shadow, There's a big, massive cease and desist order from the state of California. What else do you want? Another example here of a token that seems to be stabilizing, which they'll be having a bit of joy about, but it won't last long. But remember, it's gone down from $39 to $19 in the last 10 days. So what I'm getting at, and this is if my video, right, so we are going back to me live on, look at that, I'm live here on Instagram. So let's have a look. I did want to get to the bottom of the video. So this was his master main YouTube channel. Oh, actually, what am I doing, Danny? Let's have a look at here. We can actually filter these by going to the top and go the oldest. Okay, so 13 years ago, 27 views, his first video. Not a bad attempt. But this is him. And I'll go back to the start. This is him 13 years
Hello,
ago.
Team Extreme. Ryan Kevin here, and we're just calling in to you guys to say hello, and we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at the Team Extreme meeting here at the condo, 7 o'clock. Invite whoever you want for tomorrow night's meeting. We're actually going to have review quite a few of really important things. First of all, we're going to talk about last week's meeting here in Olympia. Jay Bennett, who's actually on the cover here, right there.
So it's good to see him still name dropping. This is only a 136 long.
He was actually in town last weekend, and he did go into some detail about the Telomere project, which we're going to go into some great detail.
Now that magazine he held up actually looks like it was published by the same organization he's promoting. For a minute there, I thought it was like, what's that Time magazine?
I've been saying this all week, and as you're aware, it was out in the news this week as well. This is major publicity for our company, so I'm really excited to share that with everyone. Also, we're going to talk about how to build your business with this new technology that's coming out. I myself and Kevin and a few other people on the team, we've already enrolled for the new product B that's come out to go ahead and we're going to live long lives here. So a few things. We do have some new stuff we're going to have for sale just for at cost. We've got hats. I ordered a whole bunch of hats for everyone. They're pretty sweet. Says Isogenics on the top of it. And we also have some keychains here. So you may want to go ahead and pick up one of these guys here at the meeting. And also, Kevin, we got some beach towels also for this summer. Make you look hot out there. Anyways, hey, we look forward to seeing you this weekend. Thursday night, 7 o'clock tomorrow. Be here, bring your friends, and look forward to seeing you all then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Those days when you used to get hats and what do they call it, merch. I should start some merch of my own, I reckon. But anyway, so that was a bit of fun. So that was the oldest video that we actually saw. And then we've got 13 years ago. He's obviously gone and done some wonderful things. 12 years ago. So he's still got his mate. Is it Kevin, did he say? I don't want that one.
14 monitor, 23-inch monitors that we put into our new office, Team Extreme Worldwide location in downtown Kirkland, the waterfront, right next to Asset Realty Group. A lot's happened this week. We have a whole office in about 1,000 square feet. We've got people in the call centers making phone calls, helping our teams run really efficiently and stuff like that. So you guys are basically going to have your own secretaries working for you that we're actually going to be paying for these people to work for you. It's your own customer service rep person. How cool is this? You're just going to be able to text them and have them go ahead and take care of things for you.
So it's lead generation, isn't it? That's all you're selling there. This from the Post Hotel. So he's done a few of these hotel posts lately. Always in his dressing gown again.
Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the Post Hotel here in Leavenworth. It's a great nearly fall day out here. This is a wonderful spot if you've never been to it, a little Bavarian village here, Leavenworth. And this is like the nicest spa. I love it. You see the pools down there. Top notch. And you hear some horns out in the distance like this is Switzerland. Love it.
And if you look through his social media, I mean, I can only assume what enticed him to live such a lifestyle. I'm actually curious to what I actually have on him when it comes to, I should have kept Millinode open, silly me. If I go to utilities and go to Millinode, hopefully I'll have it open in the right spot. All sorted. Yes, Rob's just texted me. I think I do. And if you look at his Instagram, some of the things that Ryan has done, it's no longer available. Funny. So that's funny. So he claims that Facebook and Instagram are after him at the moment, just like Microsoft runs the group. I was spying on the networkers. Richard runs a group. Huh. His Facebook account is back. His 23-year-old, what he calls supermodel, which I don't know is actually a supermodel. But just this is what he's pinned to the top. He actually asked this human AI, what they think Web3 is going to be. And this is his big moment where the AI answer is going to be the future of the world, which endorses everything he does, he reckons. Instagram, and I'm just looking here. He obviously doesn't have Instagram anymore. So what else has he got here? Superhuman Zoom. So that's a link that we haven't seen before, or is it? So this is Ryan's Zoom room, where technically he's now got himself a domain name. So he must have got money from somewhere. And he must, which is a bit of a hard case, really, isn't it? So what is he selling here? 2010, hello prices, Bitcoin. Hello, friends. BitHarvest. So BitHarvest is running a a special where you can buy one of their BitHarvest things. So what I've got here, I'm just going to go to my Zoom links and just make sure I don't already have his password, because I probably do. Big Daddy. Oh, if I go to Ponzi schemes, I'll go to Ryan. Ryan, there it is. Yeah, no, I do. I'm just curious to see whether the link I have is exactly the same one as the link he has. So it is. So median passcode, wow, what would it be, do you wonder? Wonder if it's his name. But you could play your hand and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's go. No. Maybe it's Ryan. Ryan. But we sit here and we figure out these guys' passwords sometimes, incorrect password. So we're not going to go there, but we'll go back to his Facebook page. But somewhere in here, you would think, BitHarvest Mining webinar today. Invite you to join and learn about the opportunity. That will set you. Now has set me free financially. Now listen to the claim.
How it has set me financially free.
We're going to show you a video soon where he claims he needed to borrow $1,000 off one of his family members, and because he was waiting for his money to come through from BitHarvest. This is just 46 minutes ago. So why don't we ask him to join us? Join us. Copy. Hey Ryan, why don't you come and join us in this live that I'm doing called This Is Your Life? Here is the link for the studio. He's certainly, let's go paste that, and then we'll go Ryan. Ryan, I'll just go Ryan, get that out, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and we'll go back to the video that we have on him. We'll copy that. We'll go back to here. We're bound to get him on here in a minute. Well, I hope he's listening now. And if you are, Ryan, please do come on. We'd love to hear from you. And there's the link. And we go back to here because he's just posted that 47 minutes ago. And we'll do him a ring later on. But here he is. Why don't you come and join us on this? Hold on, I've said that wrong. Edit. Join us in This Is Your... Hold it. This Is Your Life. That I'm doing. Oh, sorry. Why don't you come join us in This Is Your Life video. And then here is the link for the studio. There we go. So let's see if we get any interaction on that. So here he is doing some. So this was 31st of October. And he's doing his sound. Let's have a listen to this. We're not going to listen to that because it's got music in the background. 15 hours ago, when you realize that the two most profitable businesses are war and illness, it's easy to understand what's going on. So what else we've got here? So here he is. So there we go. So there's 16 hours ago, he is with our man. And so that is Andy. So this information is really big. That I'm pretty sure these look like, these are old pictures. This is republished 16 hours ago. And who is Tokyo Crypto? Now, I assume that might be something new. 16 hours ago. So this doesn't make sense because these photos are not new. These are old photos. But he's in Bali and love of his life. And it looks like, is it Andy? I didn't realize Andy was there. But anyway, so you can sort of see how I go down a rabbit hole. But 23 hours ago, but he's actually been very prolific.
Hello. Well, I'm really glad to get to the point of doing this video right now. This is a video about apologizing, and it's a video about forgiveness, and it's a video about keeping it real, and it's a video about healing, and it's a video about where the world's at and where the world is headed. And it's a video about the importance of family, the importance of relationships, and also the importance of keeping the energy out there completely real. And sometimes there is turbulence, and working through that and creating harmony. Sorry, I have like ginger and some turmeric in my teeth right now for my tea this morning. But on a serious note, this video is very deep, and I want to just share this with you. And you know, I don't have to be public about the stuff that happens in my life. There's no question about that. I don't have to be public about that kind of these situations. But there's a reason that I have been public about this, and it's not to air out my laundry out there whatsoever. It's more to show how real and authentic I am in this situation, and it's also beyond that is to help to relate with you all about like some of the instances that you guys have gone through in life, and you know what does it take to go ahead and progress and get through these things, because I think a lot of time, many instances of life, there's a lot of people that go through life and don't resolve issues. They hold grudges. And I want this, first of all, to be I want this to be a reminder that we shouldn't hold grudges. You guys, by the way, it stormed so hard last night. It was just nonstop. We haven't had a good rain here for quite some time. Anyways, the thing about it is I saw this rain taking place last night. I felt as the thunder and lightning was coming over our hut right here, our little place that we're at right now. I could feel that was a massive cleansing. It was almost like a meditation state that I was in, listening to that thunder and lightning last night. And I felt like a massive cleansing across the globe last night. I felt a massive cleansing and clearing taking place. It was almost seriously like the elements were speaking to me last night. And that was very, very awesome. It was just really divine. So that's why I'm led to do this video today. And you guys, the arguments that we have, the fights that we have with our family and friends out there, it's hurtful on so many levels for so many people. And sometimes I think, it's important for us to look at like where society is at. And that is the truth. The society that you live in obviously kind of dictates the life that, some of your life a little bit. But also that's not a case to go ahead and make excuses whatsoever. That's not a reason to go ahead and make any kinds of excuses at all. And I'm not trying to make light of the situation, and I'm not trying to be all dramatic. I think I have orange on my lips, so that's American stuff. So you guys, but at the same time, my intention with this video is to publicly apologize to my family. You guys have known, for those who know me for a long time, I've always made family a priority. I've always been there for my daughters. I've always been there for my mom and dad. And I do love my family. I do love my family. I think that there's definitely been some things that I've been disappointed in, and I'm not trying to justify that whatsoever. And I'm sure I've let them down many, many times in my life also. But I've gone through a lot of pain with my family, and there's things I want to say here, but I'm not going to say. It's probably not best for this video. Those are some private things for me to resolve with my family and stuff like this. But you guys, You know, after you guys watch this video today, you know, think, maybe perhaps even do a meditation, think on yourself, like, who do you think right now, like, who could you apologize? I want this video to be an inspiration also beyond what I'm discussing right now.
Look, how many apologies can you give people in life? How many apologies do you think Ryan has given people when Ponzi schemes and scams that he's been promoting have fallen over? Do you think he's an expert at giving apologies? Maybe so. Hey, look, his Facebook page isn't hard to find. I'm going to put the link in the chat window. If you're watching this video live, go to it. Even on the video that you see right here, I'm actually going to go back into the edited version of the this blog that I've got, and under the section here where it says, you know, links, I'm going to put Facebook profile, and you can go and add yourself and listen to these what I call silly apologies, and make your own conclusion whether you want to believe these. And you know, and that's really what I'm doing there. So if I save that and update that, but we don't need to hang around there too much. It's nice that he might be seen as ways. Now, the reason why he really actually resonates with me quite a lot, I'll be honest, I've had a sister that was never baptized as a Jehovah's Witness, but she was an unbaptized published. She was the highest her rank ever got in the Jehovah's Witness church. When she got to the age of 11 years of age, my stepfather died by suicide, and it actually started her on a downward spiral. And she started doing all sorts of things, being naughty, sneaking out of bedroom windows, a lot of stuff typical teenage people did. And I even remember helping my brother nail her bedroom windows shut so she couldn't escape at night time and go off to Farmer John's, which was a space invader parlor, things that seem so trivial now. Her life, basically, she left school at the age of 16. She was the most educated person in the family at the time, even though Jehovah's Witnesses didn't encourage people to be educated. She could have gone to the moon and back. She started getting involved in prostitution. She went into drugs. She finished up being a heroin addict. She had 2 beautiful kids that no longer talk to me because they were brought up in the religion. They don't like the way that I speak out about religion. They don't like the way I'm transparent about telling people about the effects that these people had in my life. And my sister, my stepfather was 36 years of age when he died by suicide on the 3rd of December. My sister lived 20 years of drug abuse. She was, I can remember at least 50 suicide attempts that she had. She finished up hanging herself on the window ledge of a specialty hospital trying to help her with depression. She died at the age of 36 on the 3rd of December. She hung herself with her belt. I don't know why she had a belt when she was on 15-minute suicide watch. She did. And out of interest, 9 people in the last 2 years in the same complex did the same thing. Don't know why they didn't fix that. But anyway, what I'm saying is my sister is no longer with us. She was 2 years older than me. And this was, I'm 54, so she was 56. So if you work that out, it was 30 years ago. Is that right? Yeah. No, 20 years ago. I lost my sister, died by suicide. Anyway, what I'm getting at is the path that this guy seems to be on at the moment is one of self-sabotage, self-abuse. He may be giving himself penance. He may be seeing how far he can go. He seems like a bit of a loose cannon. He seems like he wants to do good, but he just can't help himself. He's probably thinks he's a crusader. Whatever he thinks he is, he may be, who may not be. I don't really know. I don't really need to care. But I don't care really. I don't have to care about him, but I do care about the effects he has on other people. My sister had a big effect on my life. My stepfather, he died when I was 9 years of age, had a massive effect on my life. My name is actually legally Danny de Hek, but I changed it by default. My actual name is Danny Charlesworth. My real father was an alcoholic. He died, he left our family when I was 2.5 years of age. He died at the age of 53. I am currently 54. I've outlived my father, my real father. My father sided with my sister a week before he died of lung cancer and wrote an email to me telling me that he's not my real father. I'm a bastard child. So blow after blow from family. My mother, who's 80 years of age at the moment, doesn't talk to me because she still believes in Jehovah. She said she loves Jehovah more than me. My mother actually said that she would rather I died by suicide and live with the hope of getting a resurrection on a paradise earth than actually having a relationship with me that doesn't mention anything about the Jehovah's Witness faith that she was in. My brother, who's 9 years older than me, who's only a half-brother, doesn't have anything to do with me, had a daughter who was part of the Jehovah's Witness organization, which I didn't see for 20 plus years, all grown up. She married a 45-year-old at the age of 25-year-old, caught him having an affair. She got kicked out of the religion. He didn't get kicked out of the religion. My niece lives 10 doors down from my brother, and he doesn't have anything to do with her because of the religion. So I'm a real crusader about the religion and the effects, the detrimental effects that religion had on my life and everyone else's life. 2 people in my family had died by suicide because of their beliefs in a greater power, greater source, greater whatever. They were painted a picture that they were going to live in a paradise earth. All the righteous were going to inherit the earth, and all the unrighteous people were going to be destroyed at Armageddon by the wrath of God. They believe in Jesus, the whole 9 yards of all that sort of stuff, believe it or not, but that's what I got told. I got gaslighted by the men on the stage, the elders, the ministerial servants, the special, the special talks that we used to have, the conventions, the assemblies that we used to have are very much the same as what I believe Ryan is doing. He's caught up in what seems like to be a religious cult of people who believe in passive income. They believe that the world needs cleansing. The world needs blockchain technology. The world needs Web3 to come in and save the world. What happened to being a better version of yourself? What happened to learning how to build relationships? What happened to trying to be closer to your family? I mean, we used to, when I was kids, to entertain ourselves, we used to go play soccer in the streets. We used to get my bike. I used to ride 15 Ks down the road to my mate's place and play bike soccer with him all day long. And then I used to rush home before it got dark. Mum and dad used to have people turn up on their doorsteps unannounced because you didn't have to text people before you turned up to turn up at dinner time. Every Saturday morning we used to rush off to the local markets and buy things and rumble sales and go to garage sales. What happened to the grassroots of life in the universe? Now we all believe that we can live in a virtual world, a metaverse. We can put our money into platforms that are going to generate a return that are unheard of. They're telling you not to believe in the banks. They're telling us to, not listen to the governments. I mean, where's the world at? What's your purpose? What's Ryan's purpose? What's Ryan trying to accomplish? Is he accomplishing what he wants? Is he a victim? Is he a victim of the hype that's going on in the world at the moment? Crypto. Imagine if everyone stopped using crypto and decided to put all the energies into entrepreneurship. Imagine if people decided that they're going to learn a technique or a skill about themselves. I mean, I left school at the age of 14. So I did. I left school at the age of 14. I've got a reading level of a 9-year-old and a writing level. I'm uneducated. I was told that education is not wise because when the end of the system comes, you don't need to have an education. So a lot of ex-Jehovah's Witnesses like myself don't have real jobs. We're either window cleaners, painters and decorators, carpenters, all those jobs where you can work with your hands rather than with the, I'm not going to be a brain surgeon, put it that way. So where is it at? Is Ryan truly happy with what he's doing? Or is Ryan trying to find himself? Is Ryan chasing a dream that is never going to eventuate? Is Ryan real? Is he now realized that family is important? Let's hope he builds those relationships back with his family because he's realizing, at the age of 40, I went through a divorce. I lost everything. I used to have quite a successful business, built a house in the country, purpose-built office, satellite on the roof. And then one day my wife said she wanted a divorce. I knew our marriage wasn't the best. And I was going, oh, wow. The very next day I got so sore and I ached all over. I went to the doctor and I said, look, my wife at the time wants a divorce. And he goes, oh, what's wrong? And I said, my whole body's aching. He said, oh, look, sounds like you just need to put some pills where the sun don't shine. You must be all bunged up. And I went home laid in agony at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I said to my wife at the time, or ex-wife to be, call me an ambulance. She said, oh, you're just overreacting. I said, no, I need an ambulance. And she said, I'm not going to call you an ambulance. So I said, get me the effing phone. She gave me the phone. I rang up the ambulance and said, look, I'm in real bad pain. I need an ambulance. We used to live in a rural property, didn't even open the gate. She went and opened a bottle of bubbles and started ringing up her mother, Danny thinks he's dying. 10 hours later, I was on an operating table and my appendix burst. And 2 weeks later, I was still in a very bad way. I got infected and I nearly died. I remember once getting 200 mils of bad stuff sucked out of me on a CT machine. And they had this big needle. They shoved it right through my back and they sucked out all the bad stuff. Around me was 5 people dressed in lead suits as they did an operation with the x-ray machines to get out the infection. On the way back to the theater, back to my room, I went into shock. And I was shaking like a leaf and they were all holding me down. And they were trying to stabilize me. And I remember yelling out in a big loud voice, don't let me die because the bitch will get 930,000. They all cracked up, said, don't worry, Mr. de Hek, we're not going to let you die. But I was insured for 930,000 because that's how much my mortgage was at the time. And the bank, the regulated industry, decided that they would put an insurance for my wife's welfare so that if I died, she would be mortgage free. So it was in my wife's interest for me to die. My wife at the time, the ex-wife, did apologize. I'm laying in hospital. She's trying to figure out our life. At the age of 40, I got out of all that. I lost my house. I lost all my monetary value. I basically had started over. I had to hand over everything to my ex-wife so I could keep my business. Then she went after my business, and I was incredibly lonely. So then I started organizing social groups. And I had a hiking and tramping group that I did for 8 years. Then I bought a business networking company, which I did for 8 years as well. And it was called Elite Six. I helped people build relationships. I helped them network together. I helped the small to medium-sized business figure out where they sat. I taught them how to market themselves, how to network with other people, learn from each other. I always say I'm here to share my experience, knowledge, and skills. And that's what real business is about. I believe it's been entrepreneurial. People used to turn up at my business networking events telling me they were working for Arbonne or Malinuka or Amway, and they were an independent sales consultant, hoping that I would buy their products. And the same people used to ring me up every day, and they would say, hey, how many people are going to be at your meeting? Instead of saying 20 or 30, I would say, just you and me. And they said, just you and me. I said, yeah. And they go, oh, we're not a place to market to. And I said, but if I like you and I understand your business and what you're all about, and you tell me, what you're trying to accomplish, I actually talk to 300 or 400 people a week. So it's not what you know, it's who you know. And I'm well networked. And that's how we're operating these scams that we go after at the moment. Because we are networking these guys together. We are building, I say we because it's not just me. I've got Avengers behind me who are gathering information, updating our database. And we're showing these government organizations that these criminals, these people are getting away with it. Ryan, nice guy. He's not really harming anybody. He's out there trying to find himself, but he's also out there trying to encourage people to believe in what he's doing. He's not asking them to simply believe. He's also asking for people to invest their USDT in the projects that he believes is going to change the world. And he's hoping that he can survive in his paradise of $80 a night accommodation in Bali when he's on the bones of his ass. He's hoping that each paycheck comes in is going to pay his rent so he can carry on his lifestyle. He's living and eating in the fine restaurants of Bali, which is quite cheap. If you were in Bali and you managed to get $200 a day coming in from any crypto opportunity, you can live like a king in Bali. $80 a night, you can get yourself a villa like he's living in. I don't know what the meals cost, but I can only assume that $20 or $30, whatever it is, you could live like a king and include all the drink as well. So it's quite amazing. But as I said, this was his Facebook page. I've put the link in the story, and you can see that in the last wee while, you can actually see. Now, I don't know why people do this, and maybe you do, but this is where Bitcoin is going at the moment. So why do you need to invest in any other platform when you could invest in Bitcoin? And this is all going to be about what do they call it? The beer or something beer. The run, when it all takes off, I give up. you know what I mean, like the bull run. So when the bull run happens, everyone's going to make money. And there was a guy, I think it's something, I've forgotten his name, might come to me when I say it, but you can see who's been swimming naked when the tide goes out. Warren Buffett, I think it is. So Warren Buffett said that. And this is what happened at the last bull run. And this is when Hyperverse was going great guns. Everything that they touched turned to gold. And as soon as the tide started going out with crypto, one guy was sitting in my driveway, bawling his eyes out, who wanted to die by suicide. And I asked him those questions. Are you contemplating taking your own life? And he said yes. He had just lost $3 million. He put $5 million in, lost $3 million within a week. He'd previously made $5 million, taken it all out, and then put it all back in, and then lost $3 million. And it wasn't even his money that he invested in initially. He was skiting about how well he knew crypto, and then he was sitting in my driveway, bawling his eyes out, telling me he didn't want to live anymore because he lost all his wealth. Don't get hooked up in this scheme. So you can see here, if you didn't know Ryan, you would think that he's living the good life. And you know, the people, that looks a lot like Andy, but it's not, is it? No. Just, you know, but we learn a lot from Ryan, and we learn a lot from this type of person. And if I was to look at all photos of his, you can see that he's done some pretty amazing things. You know, and he's been to some pretty amazing places. And especially when we're on his website, we can see that he's lived a pretty colourful website. A pretty colourful life. But there's enough incriminating evidence in there to actually say, is he doing things above board? Is promoting multi-level marketing opportunities a lifestyle that you would choose? Is this something that you would be proud of having tagged, you know, to your name? And as I've always say, he's a nice enough fella. So you can actually see that picture there that was posted months ago was just posted hours ago. And these are the photos. So he's reposted a post that he's had looking like it's recent. But anyway, have a look through his Facebook. Have a look through the history of the things that he's done and the people he's met, because he is a bit of a name dropper. There's no doubt that he's got strength that I don't have. I can see that he likes associating himself with people, influencers, and he might be just living his dream. But is it making him generational wealth? Is it making him an income where you know, it's going to, what's he going to be doing at the age of 70 years of age? Is he going to be retired? Is he going to have his feet up? Or do you think Ryan's going to be still promoting these opportunities that sound too good to be true? And I'm guessing we're up to 12 months old now because there's Halloween, if I remember rightly. But glitz and glamour, look at some of the things, you know, some of the places he's been. In some ways, I'm envious because I love to travel. Alrighty, so we aren't in his meeting. We can't get into, oh, we might be able to get it. I have got the password for this one. Brilliant. So that's Ryan's Zoom meeting. So Ryan, if you're watching my live, go into your Zoom meeting. I obviously do have the password for this room, and I will be interested to know what that is when I get into that room. But in the meantime, I'm not going to finish there. We're going to go back and we're going to have a look at some of these YouTube channels. There was a couple of videos that really stood out when I looked through these. But remember, these are, we went back to 5 years ago. So if we went to this video channel here, which is all in that blog I talked about, we can go to the oldest. And we can see he started over a year ago. 13 years ago. And we're just going to go through these and have a look at anything that might catch our eye that might be worth doing. I know that's his sister-in-law in the picture there because she says that. She was given a testimonial. I can see pictures of his children, which I'm sure he loves. But so far the children don't want anything to do with him at the moment. That must be making him hurt. Like, is that Eric in the photos? Ooh, Eric? Don't know where you meant, don't know how long ago. There's this is the really funny thing is we went through here last night doing a bit of prep work for this live that I'm doing. And we found a photo of Rob Busker. And Rob Busker in there gave his website address. We went into the Internet Archive and we managed to find Rob Busker's phone number, which is great because I haven't got that. But when we're going through a lot of these things here, my father's experience. So this is Ryan's father. Here's a guy that would no doubt love Ryan to the earth and back. And right now his father, by the sounds of what Ryan's saying, is struggling with where his son and his path that he has taken. But, if you want to know about Ryan, by all means, go to this link, check out this this channel. He hasn't, I just VIP party tonight with the Bidrex crew. So there's one I don't even know anything about. Oops, here we go. Let's have a listen to that one.
Hello everyone, Ryan Conley here, coming at you on my first little party over at the Brave Run. I want to kind of tell you about what's going on tonight and just kind of how the law of attraction has just really been working in my life, because that's just kind of the message that's been going on is, so many great things are happening right now, and it just it seems like a lot of greatness is happening in a lot of our lives, and we're able to go ahead and find a way to work together and actually make bigger things happening. So I want to tell my story real quick. I'm all in got my Calvin Klein suit on tonight, going out there, getting all dialed in and ready for this party. So today was my youngest daughter's birthday, and I went ahead and took her out. Had a nice time over at the Braven today.
So who was Bidrex? Well, they were formed in 2014.
Bidrex was a US-based cryptocurrency exchange founded in 2014 by cybersecurity engineers Bill Shihura, Richie Lai, and Rami Korach. It offered a platform for trading a wide array of cryptocurrencies, emphasizing robust security measures and compliance with US.
So there you go. So I don't know. Has he gone off the rails? Is that what we're looking at here? Has he lost focus on the realism? Now, we're not going to do that again next time. We're going to go back to where we were. But just going through, some of these videos, to me, I actually find it amazing. Now I'm sure he's got photos of his kids and everything in there, even when they were oldest, popular. So let's see. But yeah, he's got lots of photos of his kids 11 years ago. And to me, it's sort of like, what could we do to help Ryan? Does Ryan want our help, or is Ryan all good to go? Or is he hoping for that broke down? Is he like at the casino? Is he there at the casino, doubling down on everything he's doing, hoping to get, himself back on track? Is this guy salvageable? Can we help him? I mean, is it like AA, Alcohol Anonymous? Do we need a CA, where it's Crypto Anonymous, where you can go to, these people's, and actually say, hey, do you want a hand to stay away from crypto? Is crypto good for Ryan? Is crypto good for you? Has crypto been great for him? Has this lifestyle that he's chosen, Crypto Team Extreme, has this actually paid off for him? Is he proud? Yeah, Rob Busser. Thank you, Susie, for that. Is this really, is this working out for him? Head mole answer for schooling shooting. So in here, he was claiming that he had some sort of neurofeedback, some product, I'm guessing here, that has something to do with, your helping your health and your brain health. I don't know. There's only one reason I think anyone's going to be wearing a headset like you saw there. But hey, look, I'm not going to sit here and play all these videos, but I actually, all honesty, kind of want to take my hat off to him being a hustler for this many years, because this guy has certainly traveled the world. He's met some interesting people, and if he could give it up, would he have given it up? Would he live the same life again that he's currently living now? Or has he gone down a path where he can't stop? Is he on a downward spiral? You know, is this it? So this goes back, the last video I ever posted was this one. And also my movie, this lady's posts got 40, and in his YouTube channel, it got 77, which is pretty good effort, really. Frogs, what was last video on this channel? And it's blank.
I had a great time here the past few days, but we want to do a little demonstration on what you should be doing here this last day of the Healy sale going on. Really, really important. And I'll share with you what has been working well for me these past few days, because until about, about 4 days ago, I was only owner of one Healy kind of guy. And so I saw some of my friends actually purchasing multiple Healys. And I said, okay, well, if they're purchasing multiple Healys, I started listening how they were sharing the Healy. And I knew it was smart to have multiple devices, but I was surprised that I actually recruited so many people not having extra devices.
So I don't even know what Healy is, but I'm looking at his wrist here, and I sell these Garmin watches for my mate. And they are health trackers. So I'm only assuming the Healy bracelet is something that monitors your health, and you get rewarded in some which way or form, and it's going to take the world by storm. And if you don't invest today, you're going to miss out. I'm just narrowing that down. Hey, GG, nice to see you here, mate. What's the frogs? The French, was it? But anyway, so that's what I'm assuming. So that was 4 years ago. So that's one YouTube channel down, and that was the biggest YouTube channel he'd got. This one here has got 9 videos. And if we go into the more section of that, this was created in 2016. And I noticed in 2016, he seemed to have multiple YouTube channels. So once again, let's see what he was, the BitClub Network. Now we've got Bidfoot Network. Let's see what he was peddling in this situation.
Paul, you okay? One at a time. Look who we got here. Okay, Aaron, hello. We got Paul McCarthy. Say hello.
Hello, guys. How are you? How are you keeping?
Finally, we get a chance to meet. It's just been absolutely amazing. They're just top leaders. Paul McCarthy, you've been with BitClub for how long now?
I've been with BitClub now since just over a year now. So that's last June I came into BitClub. But I looked at it from the very start.
That's not, who's that guy from Ireland? O'Rourke? No, what was his name? He used to be with Pinnaky Nark. Who was that guy? I remember every time I hear an Irish accent. But anyway, no, it's a different spelt name, that one. But let's have a wee listen to this opportunity.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Conley, residual Bitcoin miner, and I just got back from Serbia. I'm just sitting here right now, near Lake Sammamish, getting ready to pick up my daughter here from school and stuff. And I just thought I would take a time just to enjoy this view and talk to you guys about my updated thoughts on the Billion Coin TBC and how it's kind of working right now in this whole entire ecosystem, because I don't even know where this.
Oh, Ryan,
I don't have a deck on me right now.
Okay, Ryan.
Just a few more people here real quick. All right, we got Bay Health. There we go. Yeah. See what else we got here. Harvest Builders.
This is a live meeting right now.
Perfect. Okay.
Let's see what he's peddling today. This is.
Give me 1 second. We'll get a few more people in here real quick.
Well, this is quite hard case.
I want to take a little bit of a different approach on this today because. So, anyways, what's up, Willie?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going amazing, brother. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. I haven't seen you for a little while.
Been a minute, eh?
Greetings from Bali. Okay. So, brother, I just wanted to just touch base and just kind of see who's, kind of set the foundation. It's not going to be that long of a Zoom, but it's going to be just kind of, we want to get like consistent every single day. And I want to hold the Zoom every day, and I'll do the presentation because Jan's, been gone. It doesn't sound like he's doing that good of a job. So
Anyways, let's get a few more people in here real fast. All right. We'll take a different approach to this a little bit though today. Okay. I'll go ahead and just start recording this right now, guys.
I can't believe my luck.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, awesome. Okay, everyone. Hey, welcome to the team call today. Today is Friday the 1st here, November. And let me see. Appreciate you guys all being here today. We have, my name is Ryze Conley, and I have now been with BitHarvest now for probably, I guess it's been, gosh, Eric, if you want to go ahead and
I'm going to ring him and see
turn
whether
your
his
video
phone
on for a
works.
second, but Eric's been one of my top builders, but we've been involved in this platform now for about, I'd say like, gosh, Eric, what is it, like 7 months, something like this, 6 months or so,
I'm ringing him.
I believe. So what's really special about this is
His
that
phone's
we're
ringing 'cause
mining
he's looking at it.
Bitcoin. And right now, especially with the elections taking place at the moment, obviously Bitcoin has been really interesting to see what Bitcoin is doing in the news. It seems like what people are saying about the potential of Bitcoin just keeps getting more wild and more realistic at the same time in terms of like the pricing. They're saying that Bitcoin is supposed to go to millions of dollars. They say it's supposed to turn into what, some are saying like $200,000 this year, a coin. And here we are at whatever it is, $72,000, at least it was, I believe yesterday.
So I can't believe my luck at the moment.
Right
this
there.
is your life.
So,
this is his
you guys,
life in real time.
There's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there in the world. And we've seen it. There's currently about 2.3 million different kinds of cryptocurrencies in the world, and it all comes down to the big B, the Bitcoin out there. And a lot of us have partaken in other cryptocurrencies and thinking, hey, this is the next one that we're going to get rich on or something like this. But I think that the world has come to a point where they're just like, you know what, let's just not think about all these other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is where all the big institutions are putting their money into right now. You got Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy now, $18 billion, and he just upped it in the news with what Bitcoin, what they want to do with Bitcoin, which is up that to $42 billion.
I'm just going to change my name so
right
I don't
away.
look.
Bitcoin is in the news all the time. But during
conspicuous.
this time, guys, it's people, we look at all the issues that are taking place in the world, and you got to ask yourself, what can a sound money system do to really change the way these things are? Like, if we had a sound money system, would people be flooding the borders right now? Probably no. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mexicans would be staying in Mexico and vacationing up here. So there's a lot of bringing sound money system. What does that do for the
who else has got to come in here with us?
Food stamp programs and all this out there?
We need numbers.
Sound money. These are all symptoms of a failed money system, and here Bitcoin is to fix this. So Eric, I just want to open up to you for a second, bro. You're one of my biggest top leaders, and just if you'd like to kind of share your experience, bro, I appreciate everything that you're doing. You're freaking just like me. I live off Bitcoin 100% here in Indonesia. And Eric, what's up, buddy? Eric Sibley, top leader.
What's up? What's up, Ryan?
Yo.
Hey,
share us with experience like BitHarvest. How's it been going? How long have you been involved in this now for?
I want to say
I can't help it. I'm going to spam his chat room.
Over 4 months. Maybe five, maybe 5 months.
Does he look like he's on drugs?
Right.
But I mean, since my inception of
this is live. This is not a recording.
I had a personal goal. Like right now I got 30 boosters, but I want 100. You know what I mean? And it's just seeing the vision. And what I mean is, yes, 500,000 of the boosters are available. People think that's gonna stay around forever, and I started having a thought process about soon, Ryan, we're gonna have downlines that you got 10,000 boosters in your downline. You know what I mean? It's gonna really start growing, and the percentage that you're gonna be, getting off.
Be a bit crackly for a second.
And the little small amount of time that I did harvest.
This meeting is being recorded.
Man, amazing! Like every day, just hand over fist, the Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah. Eric, I'm curious, I've got my approach when I'm talking to people about growing this business and how I share. I personally believe everyone should be mining Bitcoin. I don't like to go just after the $100, what I'm saying? But what's your approach when you share BitHarvest with people? Like, what do you say to people about this?
All right. So we're going to find this.
I just keep sprinkling on them. A lot of, even my upline, Elta, you know what I mean? Like, when she first tried to give me, I was You know what I mean? She was like, "Hey, Eric, look at this. Check this out." I was like, "No, no, no, no." I'm just dodging her. So I think the best game is the follow-up game. Are you following up
All
with the
right, we're
people
going to
that
open
you
up a
told
few
about
connections here.
BitHarvest? Just gotta keep following up. You know, I come from a company. It was an energy company, and you know, it was all how many days are you on the plan about BitHarvest? If you're only 2-3 people, well, I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. You know,
Meeting
try to
is
get all
being
of your
recorded.
social media. Go to the people, some of the people. I
How
know
many
it's
times
kind
do you
of
think I can
difficult when you
spam
go
his
into
chat room?
friends and
Anyone want to have
family,
a get?
but you know, if you have anybody that is into Bitcoin that likes to earn, man, don't be scared to show them. And let the system do the work. Get them on a Zoom call.
Here
Let
we
them
go.
talk to Ryan. Let them talk to me. But you don't even got to do the work. A lot of people don't even understand. Make this could be easy. Let the people who know about BitHarvest, let them do the work for you, and just watch yourself get paid.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I take the approach when it comes to this. Good morning, Tim. Glad to have you with us, brother, from Washington State. One of my boys back there in Seattle. He's mining Bitcoin with us. And hey, Tim was even I mean, a lot of people are skeptic, and I don't want to bring people into something that's going to fall apart. You know, I traveled to Malaysia. I took a tour. Hopefully, you guys
This
see
is
my
live,
tour
Susie.
videos are freaking wild of the facility. You know, taking a look
Ryan,
at
can
it.
you
And,
remove
you know, when I
Andy
see
Galloway? He's trying to, it's a scammer guy. You need to remove him, please.
Oh,
Block him.
sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and remove this guy. Thank you. Remove and put in waiting room. There goes Andy in waiting room. Enjoy. So anyways, yes, you know, I mean, my point is, you know, I want to really investigate something before I get people involved, you know, like really to go to the facility, you know, sense the energy of it, get to know, you know, the COO, the CEO, like, what are these guys' backgrounds, you know, and really understand, like, you know, what is their, you know, their mission. And it's like I mean, back in the day, we were mining Bitcoin and the cost was like $600. This was like many, many years ago. When I started mining Bitcoin, it was $230 a coin. It was $600. And there's, you know, something called BitClub Network and stuff like this. And people made a lot of money mining Bitcoin. Like a lot of people made big, big, big money. Like the amount of millionaires was just off the charts, like thousands, no, million. And now we fast forward today, that was Bitcoin at $230, you know, to $1,000, whatever. You know, here we are at $72,000. And you look at, I mean, back then we thought that Bitcoin was going to go. It's taken this amount of time for you know, Bitcoin to get to the point, especially in just how crazy these elections, not to get political on this deal, but it's pretty wild times we're in. And it's interesting. You look at the political parties, and certain political people are saying, hey, we're going to stack this much Bitcoin into reserves to, you know, to back the dollar and stuff like this, and bring, you know, more money into this country, just like El Salvador did. You know, even it's crazy. Even Ukraine has more Bitcoin than almost anyone in the world, and here we're just giving those people tons and tons of money. So the world's a wild place, but it's interesting to see who's talking about Bitcoin and what political people are not supporting cryptocurrency and calling it a scam. It's like, obviously these are the people that are in bed with, you know, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers and stuff like this. We all know we need a sound money system out there, and it's such a blessing not only to just be your own bank, but actually come with this being your own printing press, your own Fed, right? They're printing your own money every single day of a coin that is there's a finite money supply. So, you know, back to like how I approach this and stuff like this is, I tell people, like, I tell them, hey, yeah, you can go ahead and get a share for $100 in this. $100, everyone can afford a share for $100, but obviously there's transaction fees when it comes to Bitcoin. To cash Bitcoin out, Bitcoin's not like the expensive cryptocurrency in the world to transact. So it makes more sense for people to. Let me see. Someone's talking here.
Get rid of Sigmar.
Yeah, we get rid of this douchebag also. Let's go ahead and these guys are just removed. We're gonna, by the way, okay, so there you go. So anyways, there we go. So anyways, guys, I mean, the thing about it
is, he's not even acknowledging the fact.
This is like a serious, like, good versus evil situation right here. You got people that have nothing better on their hands to do every day besides talk badly about Bitcoin, talk badly about an opportunity, and then you have the people that are actually changing the world and bringing financial abundance to people's lives and stability, and even if it's a side
what
income.
stability is it brought to you,
so the point
Ryan?
is, I have people in for, you know, $300 to $500 typically is what I tell people, because then even at $300, that's 3 partial boosters, you're seeing to have the ability to go ahead and start compounding that really quick. I start off with $100 in this thing. I start off with $100 in this thing, and now I've got enough coming in every single day
like I'm not going to state income things on this business. It's enough to pay for my housing. It's enough to pay for
$80 a week,
all my
day.
expenses, and really have a nice. I live down in Bali. There's other places in the world can live a lot more comfortably and enjoy life a little bit more.
This meeting is being recorded.
These guys are so desperate. We're going to go ahead and put him in a waiting room. There we go. So, anyways,
audio.
guys, Tim, if you want to mute, just get involved. Let's say you come in for $100. The sweet spot really, this is being $1,000 in with 3,000 with 3 people, right? Eric, that have $1,000 into this, because now, Eric, can you explain what happens at that point right there? I got to read over the deck.
You become 1 star. You know what I mean? Well, once you get 10, if you can get everybody to get 3 boosters, get the 3 people to get 3 boosters.
Well, that's the thing also about it. You get some cool homies on board, like with Tim and Eric and Phil and our friends here and stuff like this. And you start kind of working together, and you go through your mutual friends. Like, hey,
is shocking.
are you mining Bitcoin?
I know why
it's
shocking, because he's in Bali.
2024 right now is the hottest thing out there. Because even if they come in for $100, because smaller people may go get fired. I always take that approach. I'd rather have someone do something than nothing, just because of the people that they're going to be in. And what we're doing, we're spreading Bitcoin to the world. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Hey, Tim, how's your experience been? I haven't spoken to you for a little bit. If you want to say a little quick something, man. I know you got some great people to connect to.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Happy Halloween, man. Miss you, brother.
Yeah, thank you. I miss you too, man. I just lay low. Halloween over here is a little bit different, man. There's a lot of energies in Bali, bro. You almost want to stay home.
Yeah, it's a typical Seattle Halloween. It rains every Halloween in Seattle. All these trick-or-treaters get, doused in the Seattle rain. So nothing atypical here. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I me, I work 2 jobs. I'm busy, doing my medical stuff. So, I'm more of a set it, forget it kind of guy. I don't monitor things too much. So, I'm probably going to put more in eventually at some point, but
yeah,
it's just, I'm pretty new to Bitcoin. So I'm not savvy with kind of the interface with, CanDAO and the website and all that jazz. So, me, I like to make money. I like someone else to manage my money. So
for sure.
It's kind of not,
it's a fun conversation to say that you mine Bitcoin.
So Andy here is begging his family to help him pay. In his videos, he's begging the family.
I mean, we're in a government
begging them for money
in Malaysia.
So he claims that BitHarvest is generating
stunning. People come in there all the time. They've been involved in cryptocurrency for a long time. And no joke, you have a serial number when you buy this device. With the warranty, you go and you pull that serial number. They know exactly where it's on the rack. When they pull that thing up out of the thing,
I can't believe we've stumbled across them live.
Turns off just like that. Like, for them to make this kind of like little stunt, that's a lot of freaking work. Like, you'd have to take a lot of minds.
I'm going to try ringing them on Facebook Messenger.
To all this stuff. I actually have one of the devices. Give me 1 second. Let's go ahead and grab.
It's an empty one
over here
with nothing in it.
Switching villas today, but
it's an empty box.
My point is it would be a lot of work to go ahead and make a production like that, right? Like, this is like, so I have one of the devices right here.
I'm going to phone
them. By the way, we do have these. These are demo.
You watch, I'll push them up.
Just a heads up. I think they're selling for like $50-$60. I don't know. I think that, if you are serious about building this business, it is nice to have this. I mean, the packaging is phenomenal. It really has an equality to
and this plugs into the front of a
feel. And here's the device right here and stuff like this. And so we're meeting with people all day long, building the thing. It's growing every day. I wake up, there's Bitcoin in the pocket, and that's it makes you smile. So anyways, let's see, what else should we cover, Eric, about things? Try to keep it short and sweet. That's why people feel the energy of what's taking place more importantly than anything with these calls. I want to be doing these calls like every day. Just can't get people here to answer questions.
I think finding out about things on NASDAQ.
See if he picks up his phone and he hangs up on me.
Oh gosh, yeah, they're going to the list on the NASDAQ. And I will say this: I met the COO. I was one of the first people to meet the COO.
He's actually sweating like a rapist, to be put it blunt. I'm going to try ringing him again.
And this guy has brought me companies to the NASDAQ already. Okay, he's already publicly listed companies on NASDAQ. I don't think that this gentleman would go ahead and be part of some kind of scam when he's bringing companies onto the NASDAQ with a proven track record.
Why would you be talking scams for?
The NASDAQ. I just had a meeting, from Malaysia
I had Eric go on my behalf. I just hold down the fort over here and stuff like this. But I mean, just blowing up, just things just blowing up, you know.
Sure they are.
And you know, I remember when I first got into this, and actually my first time mining is that when you not only just put like a little bit of your money in, like again, I started with $100, okay, and I brought in a few people in, and boom, I was making 5% or whatever it was on this first thing. So I was making $5 every time I sell $100. All of a sudden, I had enough to go ahead and buy another booster, and now I have two. And I started from one. Now it's paying me thousands.
I'm going to go in there as Jan Gregory, baby boy.
Like plenty of money every single month, just from starting off with $100 right there, you know. And as time goes on, so I looked at this. I'm like, this is like an escalator ride, is how I saw it. I said, and all of a sudden, oh great, we'll see if this is actually Jan Gregory, if he's joining us.
This meeting is being recorded.
You know, hopefully our blessed the real McCoy here instead of some person that's trying
You're just a scammer, Rex. I'm doing live.
That's you. Let me see if that's you.
I'm doing a live about you at the moment on the internet. I'm showing everyone how many scams you have promoted over your career since 2006.
Good for you. Go. So there you go. Let me see. So there you go. So yeah, so you got guys going ahead and doing stuff like this. And you know, and I'll say this, guys, there has been a lot of network marketing companies out there, and companies in general that have gone through. You look at all this, like companies come and go, companies, technology.
So he
evolves.
thought that was Jan going
all
in
these
there.
different things out there, and things. But what you're looking for is you're looking for a stronghold in a technology that's going to be around for a long time, and that's what we have here at BitHarvest. That is growing so fast that it has so much upswing potential, because the price of Bitcoin, look at us as an all-time high right now, you see. So anyways, you know, you got to these guys. I'm just gonna, is there a way to just go ahead?
This meeting is being recorded.
Turn here. Perfect. I think that we can just do this. All right. So you guys, I think with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of continue this and make this a little bit more professional, these meetings, and get more into the pitch decks and stuff like this, so you guys understand this. But I would encourage you to, you know, have people come aboard. I know, Tim, there's a few people I got to follow up with you, you know, with this, and just get to know each other as friends, and just help spread the word about cryptocurrency and bring this across the world right now. So it's been a great ride. Anyone else want to say anything? Let's see, Phil, you've been involved for quite a while. Phil, Willie, would anyone else want to say
This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. And anyone else? So anyways, stay tuned for tomorrow's webinar. We'll go over more of the information on the deck and stuff like this. So thank you.
The recording has stopped.
So you couldn't really beat the opportunity to find Ryan in a meeting right now. But here's a guy that's promoting BitHarvest. There's been a cease and desist order from the state of California. He hasn't made any money from the opportunity that he's peddling right now. And he still peddles this like it's generational wealth. He's avoiding me like the plague, and I'm now going to ring him on FaceTime. And now he's got off here as fast as he could, because he realizes whatever he realizes. And he's hung up on me because I'm ringing him on FaceTime. G'day, Ryan. How you doing? Now, why don't you come on our live? We've just been recording your meeting and broadcasting it live on the internet. So why don't you come on here? We're going through all the multi-level marketing opportunities you've promoted since 2006. And we would love to hear your viewpoint on it. And we also want to know why you are not even acknowledging the state of California's cease and desist for BitHarvest. Come online and talk about it. So that was a Facebook message. And he's obviously got Facebook and he's just ignoring me. And also I will just send him a link to this meeting that we're looking at. And we'll see if because he's right in front of his computer, so there's no real reason why he wouldn't. So I'm just going to go to Facebook, post the link to the video of him, and then I'm going to also post copy the link to come on to my live now. See, right. Yeah, I've just noticed I've got a spelling mistake in my title. So there we go. Here, let's go. Yeah. But anyway, back to the first YouTube channel that we were reviewing. This one here looks like it was set up with this message in mind. Let's have a listen.
Residual Bitcoin miners Ryan Sweeney and Ryan Conley talk all things Bitcoin, including insight into Bitcoin mining through BitClub Network. We love public interaction, so give us a follow and does us anything. Check us out and find out more about how you can get paid Bitcoin residually every single day through BitClub Network.
So that was Bitcoin, his setup, and that looked like his affiliate ID. So that was just one of his YouTube channels. That one was set up in 2016. This one is another one that was set up, and it was set up, I think, around about the same time. Yes, it was July 21st, 2016. No description of this channel. But if you click on his videos and we go back to his last video, or his first video, it was BitClub arbitrage platform earn passive income 8 years ago. And then we've got Marco Cron. Do you think he was borrowing that $1,000 from his...
Hey, good morning, my friends. I'm here today with Marco.
Maybe he was going to buy an Apple computer. That's very valid, Crypto G. Who knows? I'll put your comment up there on the room for everyone else to see. Do you think he was borrowing that $1,000 from his Bravo to buy that Apple laptop? It could be. Anyway, let's have a quick listen. This is only another wee video.
Crone, he is the head of Genesis Mining, and just very excited to be with him today. I just caught him as I was heading to the gym, and Marcus headed out for breakfast.
yes, very spontaneous meeting here.
It was so amazing. I just want to say thank you for yesterday for meeting up with us in BitClub Network. And
yeah, it was very interesting for me as well to see the whole team. Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
It's pretty impressive. There are 200 people in the room from all over.
Let me guess, pretty impressive. And we've been doing this for at least 12 months now, and it's the best opportunity I've ever seen in my life. But we haven't quite got the year, and we're about to release blah 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 blah. Same shit, different day every time, and everyone's excited about the future, but the future never comes. So what's this one here? 50-second video.
Okay, everyone, take a look here, and I want to show you guys the proof of what is taking place now that BitClub Network has announced the world's strongest arbitrage platform out there in regards to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and also the immediate release of CoinPay, our Bitcoin merchant platform. Look how viral my website is going right now. I have so much business coming in right now. Here I am on vacation. I knew it was going to be a business trip anyways, and I've got plenty of trips, little fun things planned here, but take a look at this. I have so many people on my site. This is real time right now. All the people around the world just passed over 108,000 visits on my website.
180,000 people on his website. Oh my God. Whatever. Okay. But anyway, it's all about creating hype, and it's not what you know, who you know. So this was another project that failed.
Hello, everyone. It's Ryan Conley, residual Bitcoin miner. I am on this today, coming at you as me and my family are heading to Idaho for.
Looks like he's got a surfboard on the roof. Now that's the sort of things that you should be doing, Ryan, rather than in an $80 a night a bungalow in Bali. You should be with you should have stayed with your family and got a real job.
Family reunion sort of just passing Eastern Washington right now. Here we got the nav going on and just cruising. And I wanted to make an announcement, guys, because I've had a little bit of a build up lately. Look, we got back here. We passed out.
That must rip his heart out when he sees his little kids like that. And now he's living with a 20-year-old supermodel in Bali that's probably hoping that the money tree's not going to run out. And we haven't seen her for a long time, so I wonder where she is.
Okay. Now, I'm going to set this here, and I'm not going to pay much attention to it. I'm just going to let you guys hear me out. And I've been thinking about this for a while now, and people are like, Ryan, what are you going to say? How are you going to respond back with OneCoin and Dr. Ruja stealing thousands of dollars from you? How are you going to go ahead and steal thousands of dollars from you, and you were the first one in the Dubai office out there in Dubai last year? And that's all on my YouTube channel. If you guys check it out, you'll see I was the first person out of 3,000 people in the Dubai office. And you guys look at the rise and falls of companies, and you say it's kind of like the Roman Empire. Why did it fall? There was factors that all tied together.
Here they go. So OneCoin's fallen over. He stole thousands of dollars from him, and now they're going to analyze why the Ponzi scheme fell over and how they could have done things better. But if you switched in before they realized it fell over, it would have been pitching the other message. Now he's trying to salvage the community for his next scam.
It was like a chain reaction, and you guys, 2016 has become a year of where people are looking for something trustworthy, and they want freedom, and they believe in cryptocurrency, and they want an opportunity that they can really run with in full faith, and be connected with everyone that they love, and their friends and their family, and just break through this fucking banking cartel bullshit, right? We're tired of that shit. And so, you guys, all right? Now, I've got my surfboards on the top. You can see them. I just got my new rack up there, so I'm pretty stoked about that. And I got that all done. I left the Seattle area. I'm heading east to see my mother and my father and my uncle and his wife, my brother and his wife.
So normal shit, different day. But obviously this was the time, and this was 8 years ago when OneCoin fell over, you know. But I just sort of love listening to these stuff. And no doubt you might be a bit nosy as well.
Hello, this is residual Bitcoin miner Ryan Conley, and I want to talk to you today about my experience with OneCoin. And I've been holding off doing this video for quite some time because I'm so focused on doing the positive thing out there in the crypto space every single day. Like, it's honestly hard for me to even go in and put any time towards talking negative about something. So I want to first say that. Now, this is what happened. I am no longer with OneCoin whatsoever, and OneCoin has stolen thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars from me. I put over $2,000 into OneCoin back in the day. This was about 1 year ago. So I want to first start about...
So this is crazy, isn't it? Because here he is. This is what they all do. As soon as they lose their money to a Ponzi scheme, then they tell you about how much money that they had lost in the process. And they're in the same boat as you. And then that gives them an out. And it just says, I'm just like you, brother. And I've just lost as much money as you have, you know. And this is the speech that you'll get the same time when BitHarvest goes down. Well, you know what their problem was? The problem was they didn't do this. And in hindsight, they should have done this, and blah, blah, blah. It just goes on and on and on. And it is really worrying. I've just got a message coming in at the moment from someone. BitClub. I didn't see your messages there. Hi, you're watching me. Good on you, mate. I won't say anything. Ryan signed me up this year ago. BitClub. So somebody we know got signed up for this. So this is the downfall of BitClub. And somebody just messaged me and said that they were a member of this. And look how much money they lost.
$722 million from BitClub Network investors.
And, you know, like this is a company that BitClub, and this 722 million they had lost to BitClub. And that's just, you know, another scheme that Ryan's been promoting. So it just, you know, it just goes on and on and on. And here he is in this video talking about, you know, how he feels about losing his money to BitClub. So that's BitClub there. So that one there that Ryan was promoting 8 years ago lost $722 million to people. And there we just saw it. There's the United States versus Matthew, whatever his name is. And, you know, like, you know, unfortunately, you go on there and you search for people's names like Ryan, and you hope that, you know, something's going to happen. And nothing actually happens. I can't even spell Ryan. That's not very clever, is it, Danny? Ryan. Yeah, and there's no name of Ryan in there that I can see anyway. How many of these scams and schemes do you need to, you know, be privy to? One thing we will do, instead of shutting that window there, we actually, I'm going to try something here. I'm actually going to go to Zoom. I'm going to actually, I'm going to go to Zoom, and I'm going to actually use the username and password I just did. And I'm going to join a meeting because I want to know, I want to see if he's running another Zoom session again. So if you do want to join us, the Zoom session number will be on the center of the screen in a minute. Take a screenshot. And it's 593-213-2324. And we're going to hit join. And it will ask you for a password. And the password is 85319. We will, we're not going to launch the meeting. We're just going to hit launch meeting again. And then it lets you join with a web browser. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what have we got? Ponzi schemes. I'm just bookmarking this for my own benefit to do it later. If you do a job in 2 minutes, do it straight away. We're going to go to Zooms and we're going to go to passcode and we're going to put Ryan Conley, Conley, and at the start of that, we're going to put in brackets the password to the room, and then I can get in here later. But we'll leave that going again because I have a feeling he's going to boot up another room. Only problem is I don't know what name I picked on that one, so I'm actually going to go out of there and go to passcode rooms. I'm going to go to Ryan, and I'm going to see what name it is, and I'm going to grab that password once again, which was 85319, and hit live. Oh, that's great. So what I'm going to do, though, I'm just going to fix up my bookmark because I'm a bit of an ADHD fan, and we're going to go down to passcodes. I'm going to find Ryan, and I'm going to update that so that I know exactly what room that is, and there we go. And there we go. So now we put Ryan at the top of the list. And if we ever need to go into Ryan's room again, we can literally just go straight in there. But in the meantime, we'll leave that Zoom meeting open because I presume he's going to run another one. We'll turn our mic. Actually, somebody he's familiar with. That would be in Jan Gregory's room. Alrighty, so where did we get to? We got to this one here. It's got a description in this one. This was created in July the 21st. 2000. I think we might have already been here, and we have. So we'll shut that one down. We're coming to an end of all the Zoom meeting. Sorry, this YouTube. I'm getting a bit tired. YouTube was 25th of August. Now, what was he peddling in this one? Normally, there's an affiliate link in here. There's no affiliate link and there's no description. He's got 6 subscribers and 8 videos. Let's see where he was at when he was doing these videos. Now, these videos, if we do this, we can see 8 years ago. And let's have a line, becomes a float tank experience. What tank experience?
Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Conley, residual Bitcoin miner.
Now, I've actually done one of these before, and it's called something else here in Christchurch, but these are actually quite neat.
And I'm coming to you today from the float tank. All right, you guys, I'm actually down at this place, and
now it's zero gravity.
Go back in there. And
it's a massive toilet, but look at that.
Take your robe off and you get in there. So I'm gonna just spend about, just so you guys know, about 6-7 minutes. I'm discussing this real quick. So float tank, so you can see. So have something bad later. I believe that it goes back to light. Okay. Gold, G-O-L-D, N, lowercase n, Ryan.com. So it's Golden Ryan. It's kind of fun like that because it's like Gold and Ryan, or else Golden Ryan, Golden Child. Okay, so you guys have a good one. I wish you a blessed day, and I'd like to talk to you if you guys are looking to experience better health. You know, I'm going to show you guys.
Oh, well, go to Golden Ryan if you want to learn about float tanks. That's all I'm seeing. Organic juice. What have we got here?
Okay, here's Ryan for everybody this morning, doing some fabulous things.
Good morning, everyone. I have my friend Theodore here this morning. Good morning, Theodore. Okay. Theodore is my neighbor over here in the Radiance community, and what we have here is PEMF technology. This is pulse electromagnetic field therapy. And
so when my sister was going through her bouts of depression, they gave her a shock treatment, and I don't know if you've ever witnessed anyone doing that. But it's meant to reset the brain. You would go see her a day after she's had the shock treatment and she wouldn't remember who you were. And then it's meant to be work on bringing out the good memories rather than the bad memories. So I can only assume that this is something similar that claims it's going to do something. And I presume they've got multi-level marketing.
This is a science that is very, very powerful, and what it's doing to Theodore right now is, you can see his chest it feels good though. It's bouncing, isn't it? You can feel it shocking you, right? And so it is getting the blood flowing much, I call it Ferrari blood. It gets your blood flowing very, very quickly, but not in a stimulant effect, but just like 400 times or whatever it is. Don't quote me on that number, but it's an increased amount of blood supply going through your body. This is a technology that I use on a daily basis.
the way we're doing this video, guys, is kind of like my daily routine and how I move into my day in technologies. So I use this technology at night. Theater's walking down the street, and I
Hey, Pixel.
April? Yeah. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make breakfast for everyone. Doing good? Hope you're doing good. You hold on 5 more minutes? You good? It's up to you. I'm just trying to help you get better. I'm telling you it will.
How much longer would you like to do it? Oh, he wants to do it on your wrist?
Put it on your wrist if you want to.
You can move it.
And if you feel you're done today, that's totally fine. I'm just inviting you over for breakfast.
So go around to Ryan's place, eat some fresh vegetables, and get electric shocks treatment around your neck, and you're all good to go. So that obviously is what he was doing. This
Feel free to remove me from Facebook if you see me talking about politics and it rubs you the wrong way. But I am focused on the answer, and I want to share with you guys how you can benefit from this answer right here and how you could benefit getting Bitcoin out to the world. Good morning, Ariel. And you guys, some of us are too. Why would you risk that right there? Into dudes, okay? Hillary Clinton, it just came out that she's into women, okay? So,
So that YouTube channel didn't really take off. He managed to get 6 subscribers, 8 videos, and you got 20, 26. Let's go 40. Ooh, that's tricky. 20, I'm trying to add up these big numbers here. 46, 50, 62, 62, 81. Well, I think collectively it would be safe to say we got about 200 visits to this whole channel. So all that effort, time, and energy, electric shock treatment, didn't really take off that one. Now the next one is the one that's current now, which we'll have that's linked off his. Oh my God, I haven't even really had a good look at this one. But this is one of his main YouTube channel. Now remember, if you go to my blog on tehek.com, you can find this link to this YouTube video, and you can actually see links to all these videos here. But some of these are absolutely breathtaking, and I think you, rather than sitting here watching me go on about it, if I go to the oldest video, it started 6 years ago. And unfortunately, what I do see is I see a happily married man with spending times like he should be with his kids. I mean, even like this, I've actually been in one of these suits here. And, everything that's new, these are all done with electrodes. They're a friggin' amazing suit for a workout. But, the company that introduced these into Germany, the lady who did that come to New Zealand, and she used to come to my business networking group. But absolutely incredible. Quite good stuff. Hey, look, you might find some interesting stuff and a bit of history about anything to do with futuristic stuff. You might learn by going through his videos about new batteries, graphite batteries. You might learn about boosters that you plug in front of a crypto mining machine that have managed to drag out more crypto mining stuff. The stuff that you may find in here, that this is a futuristic look at where the world is going. Is the world really going where Ryan thinks it's going? I was amazed when I went through here, and I just wanted to share with you guys this guy's energy and this guy's passion to either find a multi-level marketing dream that's going to make him a millionaire. He's promoted every Tom, Dick, and Harry opportunity known to man. And he's got videos every day. He's trying to be heard. It's like people, is it a cry for help? Is this, does Ryan want to be one of these people on these stages talking about the new technology that's about to hit the planet? I mean, here you've got, here he is on a video call talking about Get Fit mining. And we just showed you the tokens down from $101 down to $19. Went hit a low of $13 each. Lynette, I've interviewed her, and she tells me that she's not behind Get Fit mining. It's all done with smart contracts, and it's a decentralized autonomous network, which they have just rebranding at the moment, releasing a new version of their app that couldn't hit the Apple Play Store because it's got multi-level marketing, and now they're changing it to an affiliate system. But the people that are promoting it have a history of promoting multi-level marketing. I mean, would you want to have a new opportunity that's going to change the world and then have all the multi-level marketing scumbags that have promoted anything at any cost with no loyalty to their customers or their communities are behind it? I didn't even know that he was promoting Get Fit. So that's another opportunity that I have seen him in. You know, and there's like, you've got videos here on Hex as well. So I'm going to be careful what I say there, because I know there's a lot of Pulse lovers out there. I don't really care, to be honest. Like TAG Protocol. I mean, at what point does a man pay for his accommodation on a daily, right, just as I'm speaking now, notifications come up my screen. Rob Busser has released another video, and he's another YouTuber like this. I mean, here I am, Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And how can I let this guy not even be mentioned on my radar of opportunities? 3 years ago, these videos that you're looking at, these thumbnails, we don't even need to go into them. It's impossible for us to go into all the content that he's got. Healy, so this is Healy here that he owed $50,000 to, allegedly. And he's been accused of sexual harassment, allegedly. And these are the videos that were just done recently. And as you can see, I'll have to add Get Fit Mining into this one. There's an interview he did with this lady. The lady's YouTube channel got 40 visits to her YouTube channel. On his other YouTube channel, 77 people viewed this video. On this one, 4 years ago, 227 people viewed this video. And he's made claims where he's, Brock Pierce is somebody that he raves about all the time. And he reckons he's best friends with him. I mean, Brock Pierce has got a video on your YouTube channel, Ryan, and it's got 94 views. If he's such a rock star in the crypto field, why has that one got less views than anything else that you're doing? How far back do we go and look at these videos? Has this guy enhanced it? This one's got 63 of Rock Pierce, whatever his name. I don't even know the guy. This one's got 276. I don't even know the guy. But I'm looking at these videos and I'm thinking, how many lost opportunities have you been promoting? How many people? You must be exhausted, brother. You need to actually take a break. You need to actually, stop. And you need to actually make sure that you never, ever get back on the internet again. Because every single opportunity you have promoted has caused you, it separated you from your family. You look like you had a normal family. I don't know how you ever sustain yourself. Here you are with videos about K-bars, and that's another big well-known scam. I mean, Healy, you obviously got some money from them, and now you're starving to find another opportunity that's going to generate your income. It looks like you've got some beautiful children there. Build those relationships back up with your children. Go and build relationships. Learn, put the energy that you're putting out to the universe about people getting involved in these Ponzi schemes and scams, and stop putting your energy into marketing these stupid Ponzi schemes and these get-rich-quick opportunities, and get out there and build that relationship back with your beautiful children and start being a father that will make them proud. Because I'm looking at these photos and there's a lot of laughter and a lot of giggling going on with these kids. And I'm sure that they must have been super proud of their father at one point in time. This YouTube channel, this one here, 6 years ago, was the last video, I believe, or the first video to be posted in this series of videos. So we're going to lose that one down. We're not going to look into this video here. But here you talk about how you struggled with your mental health. And here you talk about you know, how you you deal with your life and the struggles that you have, whether it's with your mental health, whether it's with your what you said outset dementia that you reckon that you've got, whatever it is with your life. Stop telling these lies. Stop. You know, I don't even know what is the truth, and we don't even know what is made up, because you have just said whatever it takes to get these money from people. So here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My computer didn't even change from that screen to this screen. I don't know why, but it might do in a second. I'll just make sure that's something's a bit frozen there. I've got a bit of a beach ball. Hopefully that's not the end. If it is, I'll see you in the next video. But let's just wait for that beach ball to disappear. Right. There's beach ball disappearing in a hurry there, so that doesn't look too good. Oop, we're back. Oh, that's good. All right, so you can see here I've listed all these YouTube channels. You'll find them in my video as well. So if you do go to if you do go to my blog, which I think I had here, you can see that the blog is titled here. And if I am good enough, I can probably go to the Ryan video that you're watching right now. And if I'm clever enough, I'll be able to edit that. You've got a lot of life ahead of you. And I think that is a very kind message. And I think this video isn't necessarily here to berate you as an individual, but it really is to maybe wake up and smell the roses, you know, and is it really worth, you know, losing what you're, you know, is it worth what you're losing? What I'm trying to say, is it worth giving up what you potentially could get back? Maybe this is your life. I'm just trying to think how to do this. Exposed. I just want to see if I can get this hashtag in here. I think I can. This is your life. Okay, and if I save that, we should have a nicer looking title. So, you know, think about it, Ryan. You know, Susie's comments has just come up here. You've got a lot of life ahead of you. And it should be with your kids, Ryan. And I don't think we could actually say, you know, anything more positive. I mean, I'm just looking at the last YouTube channel. I'm just going to shut down these windows so I don't get distracted. We've got a blog out there that you can obviously go in here and you can read all the links that we've been talking about today. And it looks like this is all stuffed up again. I don't know why it keeps going back. I think the editing software stuffs it up, so I'll have to tidy up that description later on. And that pisses me off, really, because I just like everything looking so pretty. You look at this. Roy's claims. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and do this, am I? I can't help it, can I? Look, I'm doing it right now. Roy's claim. This is your life. So this is your life. Richard claims and Roy's claims. So it looks like my broadcasting software keeps editing the titles for me. That might explain why that title was shattered. I'll redo all that title in the not too distant future. But anyway, it's not important right now. What is important, Ryan? What is important? You know, what is it? You know, what is important? Let's think about that word for a wee while. Let's see if I can get back to my other screen. Other screen won't work. I wonder if that one works. I'm going to have to go back to this. My computer is dying. Command 1. Here we go. So you just got to think about it, Ryan. What is important in life? You know, is this crypto dream really worth trashing everything? Do you believe you're going to live forever? What's the bigger picture? You know, as Susie just said, you've got a lot of life ahead of you, and it should be with your kids. And there's, you know, you can fix this, mate. I mean, get your head back in the real world. I spend far too much time on my what do we call it? On my YouTube channel, and I should be working. I just received a phone call from a student who wants to interview me about my lawsuit with the scammer from America, because he's doing a lawsuit thing. You know, I should have taken that phone call because it could lead to some publicity and it might make me more famous or famous. You know, don't miss those opportunities. But what I'm saying, think about what you're doing it for. Imagine moving back to America, even potentially having to do some time for your activities, and maybe spending 2 years in a prison, maybe. I don't know. That might be the worst scenario. The best scenario is you got away with all this promoting of all these Ponzi schemes. Starting something entrepreneurial if you want, but something that is simple. Find a product or a service that isn't related with crypto and start over. Go get a regular job. You abused the shit out of Richard, Crypto Domino, the other day, and you called him dirty and disgusting names. You made fun of him as much as you could with what you could see and what you could assume. Richard has got a family. Richard has got a son, I think. Yes, son. He lives a pretty good life. He hasn't got wound up in all this crypto shit. He's still got a relationship with his son. I remember him driving through the night so he could be part of his son's birthday party and spend the weekend with his boy. He went mountain biking. You gave that guy a hard time. You yelled at him. We even had Crypto G come on and tell you to shut up and stop picking on Richard. We're not at school now. We're living the real life. Change your life. Think about it. Your dream may be the wrong dream. I don't want to be labeled as a dream stealer, but I'd rather be labeled as a reality checker. Stop doing it, Ryan. People care about you. This video and this whole hype of what I've just done wasn't to berate you. I was surprised to find you in a Zoom meeting still pushing BitHarvest after they've had a cease and desist order. But you probably don't have anything other to do with your time but to hang on to the hope that that company is going to deliver on the lies that they have told you, to use you to do their dirty work. They use you, they use Jan Gregory, and you guys are puppets on a string. They are using you to do their marketing. Why do you let them take control of your life? It honestly is time for you to take control of your life. Go back to the simple things in life. Think about what made you happy. Waking up on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, going out to brunch with your children and being part of their lives, watching them grow up, sharing your experience, knowledge and skills on the different things that you may have experienced when going through the school system, for example. You know, remember the days you might have taught your girls how to ride their bike. What can you teach them now? Teach them how to use a computer. You've got a skill set. You've got a toolbox in your life, which you can build anything you want. I've got a toolbox in my life. Every tool plays a part. Sandpaper, it rubs people up the wrong way, but it also gets rid of a lot of the sharp corners sometimes. It can also scratch out a surface where it will help paint bind to it. A hammer can destroy things, but sometimes it hits the nail on the head, and that nail can hold things together. The measuring tape, it gets things pretty accurate most of the time. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once. A pencil can be something you sketch with, and you can rub out if you make mistakes. The electric drill is very nice for drilling a nice tidy hole, but if used inappropriately, you can cause a lot of damage. I think you get my point. Every tool that's in your toolbox can be used to do something. It can build a house. It can build a playhouse for your kids. It can also be used in the wrong way. I would reach out to you and I'd say use your networking skills. Find 5 or 6 business people. Find out what they're doing that's legit. Go and introduce yourself to them with your big smile, put a shirt on, and ask them how you can get involved in doing what they're doing. You might have to work for a few years, no get rich quick scheme here, but you could find a job back home or wherever you want to live. Associate yourself with the right type of people and ask them how you can get involved in doing that. Now, when I say that, it comes to mind a friend of mine who used to work in a company. An opportunity came along for him to actually own 25% of that company. When the company owners got old enough, the first person they offered the company to was him to purchase. They wanted nearly $300,000 for him to purchase the company. He already owned 25% of that company. So I suggested that he goes back and offers them $100,000 for the company. He said, oh, they'll never take that. And they did. They took that because no one else knew the company like he did. And also, it would be such a monster of a thing to sell. Now he owns the whole company. The company turns over about $1.5 million a year, and he's done quite well out of it. If you don't change things and expect different results, you're going to be bitterly disappointed in life. So my idea is find something else to do, get out of this crypto stuff, delete everything to do with crypto off your computer, go find those girls, go get yourself a job in the same neighborhood and start building back those relationships so you can have a deep, meaningful relationship with your daughters. And also, I'm pretty sure your family cares about you as well, mate. So build those relationships because relationships are the best things in life. And bad relationships can be toxic. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. Thank you to everyone that has been with me on this live for the last 2 hours and 51 minutes. But I really wanted to capture the Ryan Conley. And this was your life, Ryan. But is it really your life? Think about it.